The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15, he's going to high step into the end zone, touchdown!
Here, wide receivers split each side.
He's still going into the end zone.
East Central Minnesota, the action starts now. To bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman. Minnesota, the action starts now.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into Hall and Back Hall. Once again, if you're joining us on 95.5, well, you know we're back. But if you're just tuning in to 100.9 FM, thanks so much for tuning in to this Section 5A championship matchup between the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves and your Braham Bombers. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman, joined by Adam Hefty. Adam, this is a good one tonight.
This is going to be really fun. A rematch from last year. I'd like to tell you that I remember anything about that game. I remember it was close, but Walker-Hackensack-Akeley did come away with it, so Braham trying to avenge that loss here tonight.
Well, it should be a good one. Again, both these teams at the top of their section, East and West, once again. There's no shortage of good basketball in Section 5A, whether it be East, whether it be the West side, whether it be the 6A. It doesn't matter. We have great basketball in all of 5A as we're looking at it right now. In the East, it was Braham on top pretty much all season long against really some great competition in BBE, Uppsala, Ogilvie. I mean, no matter who it was, they had some tough competition all year, and there's a reason they're a top 5 team in the state this year. And it was pretty much from the get-go.
Oh, absolutely. Not only did they have a really good conference schedule and section schedule, but they really scheduled tough, where a lot of their losses are against teams that are either heading to the state tournament or falling just about 10 minutes ago in Malacca. So Coach Zach Loy really scheduled tough, getting ready for this exact moment, getting ready for the section championship.
Well, and we talk about the conference getting a little bit better because they added Aiken, they added Crosby Ironton and Mora. How important was it for them to see a team like Crosby Ironton twice, who will probably be back in the same spot next year because they've got Orline, but they got to see him twice in a team who's had experience at the state tournament and being really the top team in the state?
Well, it was gigantic. I mean, they hung with them. Crosby Ironton did beat them. Also, Mountain Iron Buell as well was a big matchup for them as they held with Mountain Iron Buell pretty well, ultimately falling. But Coach Zach Loy was able to show his team, hey, we can stick with the big boys. There is no reason why we can't move on further along than we are used to.
And we see Crosby Ironton is in their section championship against Proctor. That is going to be another great matchup here tonight. Can't wait to see the final in that one. But as we take a look at our two teams here tonight, starting with the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves, again, a rematch of last year's section championship. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley comes into this one 24-4, scoring 73 points per game, only giving up 44 points per game. But that's not the best defense in the section. That goes to Braham. We've talked a lot about defense here this year. Braham, just far and away maybe the best we've seen, but we'll get back to that in a moment. We want to talk about Walker-Hackensack-Akeley first. They're 13-1 in the section, and again, 24-4 on the season. They've had a great run here this year, and again, their 4 losses came to BBE, who is now out of the section tournament, to Mountain Iron Buell, to Winona Cotter, and I'm not going to pronounce that name, Northome. I'll pronounce the last part of that. Co-op, make sure. Nope, we're good. So none of our vehicles need to move. Okay, if somebody's vehicle need to be moved, it's not mine. We're all good. So thankfully none of our vehicles need to be moved. But looking at their 4 losses, they came against teams who all have over a 100 QRF. And when you have over 100 QRF, you're towards the top in your section. And those were tough losses. A loss to Mountain Iron Buell, dang near the same score as Braham's score in their loss to Mountain Iron Buell. But again, similar opponents, similar outcomes.
Right. Mountain Iron Buell is so good. This year they were young, so this would be the year to get them. But neither team did. They're just so good, and assumedly going to the state tournament. I don't know what their bracket looks like, but Mountain Iron Buell was certainly tough. Yeah, it'll be fun to watch this one. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, what were they, 29th in the QRF? Braham, I'm not sure, top 10, 6th. So, yeah, this will be tough. QRF is not a perfect measurement of a team, but it's a good way to kind of see where the teams are. It's good to look at as a sort of a guide.
Yeah, it certainly is, and again, there's mathematical equations, scientific potions that go into it. I don't know what it takes, but I leave it to them.
There's actually just a hamster on a wheel somewhere.
Really. But looking back at this one again, both teams only one loss in the section this year, and again, two really good teams as we move over and take a look at Braham, 23-5 on the year. Their offense was really good. That 65 points, 66 points per game does not really show how explosive that they can really be.
Over the past few years, head coach Zach Loy really depends a lot on transition offense. They don't run a lot of offensive sets. They are able to, but they don't do it because they get a lot of points just from in transition. Yeah. And you were talking about them defensively. Maybe you want to transition that way.
Yes.
Because this is a different Braham defense where they relied a lot on ball pressure. Mm-hmm. But this Braham team relies a lot on getting in passing lanes, forcing opponents to pass where they want them to. Yeah. You have Morgan Rysdam, who is at the top of that zone.
Yeah.
Right when the ball handler gets across midcourt, she is on him, and she is so long. You look at her, and her arms just seem to go forever. Yes. And it's really a tough situation for a ball handler to find somebody to pass it to. And then there's, say, Alex Rysdam or Emily Davis or Jenna Beck down there just ready to intercept the pass.
Well, and I call them go-go gadget arms because that seems to be what they are. I mean, you can just extend them as soon as she wants to. But, yes, this defense is, again, the top in the section, one of the top in the state in all of girls Class A basketball. And, again, that has been kind of their bread and butter, but their defense has turned into offense on a lot of nights and has allowed them to pick up points in transition like you talked about. And again, just because they only score, again, 67 points per game doesn't mean that they can't go out and score 70, 75, 80 points. It's just that their defense has been so good, they haven't necessarily needed to score those high amount of points in games as this season has progressed. 23-5 during the regular season, 10-1 in section play. Their 5 losses this year came against Crosby Ironton, unfortunately twice. They lost to Uppsala by 1. That was a upset earlier in the season that you kind of looked at and went, whoa, what happened there? Because Braham definitely went into that one as the favorites, but it's a section game.
Right.
Those are those type of games. You just never know what's going to be the outcome.
Right, and I remember talking to a couple Braham teachers, actually, and it's like, what happened? And they said, Uppsala was playing physical and Braham wasn't able to punch back. When they played each other on Tuesday night over in Foley, Braham punched back, and they won by 11, but it was almost worse than that as Braham was up 20 late, and Uppsala made a quick run there towards the end. But they were, not only did they kind of beat Uppsala at every aspect of the game, they did it a lot with a lot of their main players in foul trouble. So they got a lot of contributions from players that you don't normally see make those contributions.
And what a way to get revenge when it matters most.
Right.
In a playoff game, you're at a neutral site game or at a neutral site, and you punch back like they did in that game. And I was even just listening to that one, keeping up with it, and it just it felt, even through the audio, that it was a lot more than the 11, 12 points that it was at the end of it.
In a blizzard, mind you.
Yes. Right.
The game wasn't played in the blizzard, but that would be one heck of a broadcast.
That'd be kind of cool.
These two teams, Walker-Hackensack-Akeley and Braham, were scheduled to play this season, but a snowstorm about a month ago stopped that from happening, and since it wasn't a conference game, it really wasn't made up. It wasn't a priority.
Yeah.
So they didn't end up rescheduling it. So this one could have been a preview. Yeah.
So continuing on, again, they lost to Crosby twice, unfortunately, to Mountain Iron Buell. Then they fell late in the season to Proctor and Malacca. Again, Proctor in their section championship, Malacca in their section championship. So not bad teams that they lost to by any stretch of the imagination. But again, teams that they would have liked to have beat late in the season. But again, conference-wise, golly, they were dominant. 13-1 in the conference. Just an incredible run in the conference. it's been so fun to watch this team over the years, and again this year, a very good season once again. But you look at one of the young ladies that they lost here this year, Olivia Hikes, one of the seniors. They lost her a little bit earlier in the season. She was a big factor for this team. They lost her. They didn't seem to lose much of a step, though. That's not a slight on Hikes at all. I'm just impressed on their team's ability to fill in her shoes while she's been out.
They needed to change who they were. So they had to adjust who they were. They didn't change who they were, because Olivia Hikes was that player that they love to get wide open at the top of the key, and she'll knock it down about 60% of the time. Right. But so they had to really adjust some things, and it looks like they did. They had a few struggles in those first few games. Uppsala was one of those games. They were trying to figure out who they were. It turns out they found it.
They really did, and as we take a look at continuing to look at these teams against Braham, they beat East Central pretty handedly in their first game. Then it was Swanville. I know you were at that game. That was an interesting one. They led late. Swanville came back late. Swanville led late. Braham came back, scored the points they needed to tie it up, went to overtime, and Braham pretty much dominated from there on out.
It was a gritty victory for the Bombers. It was one of those games where shots weren't falling. Things just weren't going right. And even the best teams run into that sometimes. So you need to find a way to win those ugly games. And Braham was able to. They were able to claw back slowly. That 8-point lead turned into a 6-point lead, turned into a 4-point lead, turned into a 1-point lead. And then Emily Davis was fouled with 7 seconds left, down 2. And she hit both free throws. She hit the first and the single bonus and hit the second one, which led to overtime. And Swanville really took a lot of exertion just keeping with Braham, and they had nothing left in the overtime period, and Braham just ran away with it.
And I talked about it with Andy, and I'll talk about it with you. Sometimes during the season, you just have those games where things aren't falling. Everything's frustrating. You're doing everything right. You're just not getting it to fall. Maybe it was good for them to have that game to where they had to play through and say, we did it.
It absolutely was. They won in crunch time. We talked to head coach Zach Lloyd, and he was saying these girls are not afraid of the moment. And it showed there in Swanville. They were 7 seconds from ending their season, and with their junior point guard at the free throw line hitting both. A lot of players that haven't played basketball don't understand how pressure cooker that is. Yeah. And she hit both with no doubters.
And looking at this one before we get to our commercial break to hear a word from our fine sponsors, what are your keys to this game? I want to know your keys for them early on. What do you want to see from them early on? And what do you want to see them do to sustain the energy and hopefully a lead?
Well, the past couple games, they've fallen into some foul trouble. They can't do that tonight. But they still need to have that defensive pressure. Mm-hmm. So how do you do that? I don't know. That's why I'm not the coach. But you have to play defense with your feet and not with your hands. If you're able to do that, I think you have a pretty decent shot of making it through this one.
Yeah, and I again, pretty generic, but I would like to see them get out to a fast start over Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. I think the team who can do that is going to be able to kind of get the jitters out early and get that confidence up really early on. And we know, Adam, when you're playing with confidence, there's really not much that can stop you.
No. And a team that knows themselves really has an advantage over a team that doesn't. And we'll see which team has that here to start things out.
So we're going to take commercial break, hear a word from our fine sponsors. A huge shout out to all of our fine sponsors who sponsor this and every other podcast. Also want to mention, if you're watching/listening to this on our YouTube, be sure to like and subscribe, not to just this one, but to all of our Q Media Sports YouTube channels. That way, every time we go live with a local sporting event, you will be notified. You'll get that notification. All you have to do is click on it. It will take you right to the live video.
And we have a great team.
Audio.
We have a great team here on WCMP.
I can't say enough about you guys. I appreciate you putting up with my shortcomings at times. And again, just with all the changes that we've had to do with. But I appreciate you guys. This has been a really fun year. It's been a challenging year, I think, for all of us. But we've learned a lot, and it has been so much fun. And hopefully tonight we can wind up having a team down at the state tournament. But we'll have to wait and see. We are 36 minutes away from finding out if that'll be Braham Back after word from our fine sponsors here on both 100.9 FM WCMP, 95.5 FM KBEK.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Ask Dale's how you can receive up to $1,000 in rebates for your air source heat pump system. And ductless mini splits also qualify for up to $1,000. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Coming to the Target Center March 22nd. March 22nd. Kid Rock. And you're going to the show. Kid Rock. Listen to the Joshua Miron in the Morning Show for your tickets. Kid Rock. Radio edit. Free concert tickets for listening. Kid Rock at the Target Center, March 22nd. You're going to the show. Brought to you by Marge's Pub and Grub in Brook Park, ABC Lumber in Siren, and Cool Country WCMP.
It's a celebration at Chris's Food Center in Sandstone. Chris's is celebrating their 51st anniversary, March 10th through the 16th. Come in for demos, tastings, and the Sandstone Lions will be collecting donations for the local food shelves. Plus, register for prizes. Win a brand new grill, Chris's gift certificates, Minnesota Twins tickets, and more. The anniversary celebration, March 10th through the 16th at Chris's Food Center in Sandstone, celebrating 51 years of eating better, buying more, and spending less. Back here on both the simulcast of 100.9 FM WCMP and 95.5 FM KBEK as we get ready for this game between your Braham Bombers and the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves, a rematch of last year's section championship. Your starting lineups for the Wolves, it will be number 1, Avery Morrison, number 2, Aubrey Morrison, number 3, Britta Rand, number 4, Ava Welk, and 33, Addison Kurtz. They're head coached by Jim Lean and Pat Richter. On the other side for the Braham Bombers, it's going to be Avery Schockman, number 2, number 4, Emily Davis, number 14, Morgan Rysdam, 22, Jenna Beck, and 23, Alex Rysdam. They are, of course, head coached by Zach Loy. The Wolves wearing their black uniforms, the blue letters and numbers outlined in white, the blue stripe down the side of the jersey and short outlined in white as well, the blue trim on the neck and sleeve of the jersey. Braham wearing their white away uniform, the blue letters and numbers outlining that gold, the blue stripe down the side of the jersey and short, the trim blue as well on the sleeve and the neck, as well as the bottom of the short, that double B on the left side of the short as well. Adam, final thoughts here before we get started.
Man, this is going to be so much fun.
Yeah.
I've been looking forward to this since Tuesday. We got the doubleheader. First one didn't go our area's way, but we'll see what this one has in store.
I'm excited. We're just about started. Both teams getting in their huddle. The encouragement. Again, both teams going to have those jitters, but how important and what are you going to have to do to try and, I guess, slow down the jitters if you're both of these squads?
Well, I think you need to run through the offense a couple times, really get the feel of the basketball in your hands, and get a good percentage shot to start things out. Watch one fall through the hoop and see where it goes from there.
Beck and Welk at center court. The student sections already are going at it with each other as tip-off is won by Morrison. That's Aubrey Morrison. She'll take it to the near side elbow. She gets a screen, taking it to the far side now. Gets around Beck, stops, backs it up past that black three-point line. That's the college three-point line. She'll get it in the near side corner now to Avery Morrison. Avery gets another screen. She'll take it, try to go underneath to Welk. Welk, a two, no good! And going to be nearly ripped away by Jenna Beck, but we're going to get a jump ball, and the possession arrow favors the Bombers. They'll get it.
It was the right play. It was a good pass. The ball just didn't go through the hoop for her.
And that's good news for Braham, though. We're happy about that. Emily Davis will bring it forward. Now for the Bombers, she's looking on the near side. That ball tipped, but gotten back by Rysdam. Almost got a push in the back enough for a foul, but not enough that time as Avery Schockman has it on the far side to Beck, trying to go underneath the reverse layup. Oh, they're going to get a foul there on the Wolves defender, and that will send Emily Davis to the line for an early 2. Avery Morrison is the guilty Wolf player.
That was a smart play by Emily Davis, noticing she was getting fouled and just put one up.
So Emily Davis, first one up, high arcing shot, no good. So a miss there, and how tough is it, Adam, early on to go to the free throw in this type of game?
It's pretty tough, especially when the opposing fans are right in your face.
That one a little bit softer, but it doesn't matter because Morgan Rysam comes up with the rebound. Jenna Beck on the floor to get it, still up for grabs. Another jump ball, no one able to get it cleanly, and it will be going back to the Wolves.
So a defensive battle here so far early for both teams.
You can just see how each team has that want to go get the ball. They're saying, no, that's mine. As we see Aubrey Morrison, up the court with it on the far side. She brings it past the timeline, calling out the offensive play. Sizing up there, Morgan Rysam on the near side. Give to the top of the key to Rand. Thinking about a 3, pulls it down. Now she'll drive inside. The long hook shot is up and no good. Somehow the Wolves' Kurtz comes down with the rebound, and she's fouled. Now she'll go to the line to shoot 2. This foul going to be on, I think it was Jenna Beck. Her first, team's first. But again, Kurtz at the line to shoot 2. No good on that one. And hey, if you're Braham fans now, you got to come back and make sure she misses both.
You need to do your part.
So no good on the first for Addison Kurtz. This one is good though, so she hits 1 of 2. 1-0, but the Bombers get up the court quickly. Morgan Rysam inside, and just a little too strong on that shot. She gets the rebound for herself, gives it out on the near or far side to Schockman. Schockman now at the top of the key for Emily Davis. Davis holds on to it, waiting. Looking to the near side now to Morgan, and said she'll drift back to the top of the key. Give it on the far side to Avery Schockman. Schockman looking, trying to go inside to Beck. A little bit of a too high on the float, and then Jenna Beck's shot was blocked. Kept alive by Emily Davis, but it's going to wind up being stolen away by Aubrey Morrison. She's going to go coast to coast, but it's knocked out from behind by Morgan Rysam.
That was incredibly important for Morgan Rysam because the Wolves had numbers. They had a 3-on-1, and Morgan Rysam forces them to go through an offensive set.
What a hustle play. The hustle stat. It doesn't go in the books, but it's definitely a hustle stat that she deserves to get. Avery Morrison will get the inbound. This pass inside. Up for grabs. Somehow the Wolves come away with it. Ran to the basket for 2. And I feel like, Adam, if you're the Bombers there on that one's almost one you got to have for a turnover.
Yeah, but it was a really good play by Rand getting one up.
Beck now on the near side. Give to Emily Davis. Davis trying to get around the defender. Lost it. Steal there for Aubrey Morrison. And Wolves back the other way, trying to go 2 for 2 here. Avery now back to Aubrey. That's Rand, top of the key. Now back to Avery. Avery at the top of the key, switching the defense, getting inside. Shot tore. Oh my goodness, you talk about a lucky bounce there. Avery Morrison with the 2. 5-0 Wolves. On the far side, Morgan Rysam gets it out to Beck. Beck grabs that one back after losing it. Now on the near side, Emily Davis. Davis gets into a double team, but they give inside to Beck. Beck lost it again. Another turnover for takeaway for the Wolves, and Rand's going to come up with that one. You can see Beck pretty upset with herself there as Aubrey Morrison gets it now to Rand, Kurtz rather, and that's going to be no good. Air ball, and that will give the student section a little bit of life for Braham.
So now 5-0, 15:08 left to play in the first half. Braham no stranger in playing from behind, however.
Mackenzie Golly will check into the game for Braham. I didn't mean to cut you off there. I apologize about that.
No worries.
Morgan Rysam will pop out a 3. It's just off the mark, and the rebound there for the Wolves. Aubrey Morrison. They're going to slow it down up to Kurtz. She gives back to Avery. Avery now at the top of the key, sizing up the defender. She gets a screen to get around one. Can't get around the next, which is Golly. She gives it back outside to Kurtz. Now on the far side for Rand. Rand has that one go through her hands, out of bounds, and the ball will go back to the Bombers.
So now if you're Braham, you need to run a really good offensive set and get a good percentage shot. Sort of get the nerves out. Braham offensively just hasn't done that quite yet.
McKenna Olschlager into the game for the Wolves, wearing number 24. Meanwhile, Emily Davis with it on that far side elbow, looking for a screen. Gets it screen. She'll hand it now to Mackenzie Gawley. Gawley on the near side to Rysdam. That's Morgan Rysdam. Trying to get around the defender with a screen as well. Give now to Alex Rysdam on the far side for Schockman. Schockman finds a lane. It closes quickly, but she'll toss one at the net. It's going to be out of bounds and no good. She was hoping to get a foul.
She wanted to draw a foul, but really good defensive play.
Olschlager will inbound for the Wolves.
Braham able to deploy their full court press.
Let's see if they can't force a mistake by the Wolves, but the Wolves, the Braham Bombers kind of back out of it there. And
yeah, they're soft press.
Here comes Avery to Aubrey, trying to go inside to Kurtz again, and struggling to get away from the defender. She'll give it out to Olschlager. Olschlager again tries to go inside to Kurtz. It's stolen away by Mackenzie Gawley.
Really good defensive possession by Mackenzie Gawley.
Up to Morgan Rysdam on the near side elbow. She has yet to try and get a shot off cleanly, but this one's going to fall in for two, and the Bombers are on the board.
A 4-point swing due to Mackenzie Gawley.
Aubrey Morrison up with it on the near side. Trying to get around Morgan, but Morgan gets around that screen. A soft screen, but now to Olschlager. Olschlager a bit to Welk at the top of the key. Now over there to Rand. Give now top of the key to Avery Morrison. Avery trying to go inside to Kurtz. Kurtz over the defender. The bounce will not be kind that time. It's Mackenzie Gawley with the rebound. Quickly up the court go the Bombers. Too far on the pass to Avery. Schockman went through her hands. A decent pass by Emily Davis, but Schockman just unable to reel that one in.
Yeah, it was a tough break for Braham. These rims are not kind.
No, they're pretty strong here tonight.
Yeah.
And been unfortunate, as we'll see a substitution here for the Braham Bombers. Lauren Lenez will check into the game for Braham. I think we did. Well, actually, we did. Rand will check back in for the Wolves. It's the Morrisons who will pass it between themselves. Avery now with it as she takes it forward. Trying to gallop on that far side. Nothing doing, though, as she runs into a guarding Emily Davis. Now Aubrey Morrison at top of the key. Inside, stolen away by Gawley once again.
Gawley has been showing out strong here tonight.
Alex Rysdam near side. Give back now to Davis. Davis looking near side to again Alex Rysdam. Going inside. Beautiful pass inside. And dropping it for two is Lauren Lenez.
And just like that, it's a 1-point lead.
I mean, how perfectly timed was that pass, though?
They run the pick and roll so well.
As we come up the court again, Olschlager with it for the Wolves. Avery Morrison on the near side gets a screen. She's going to get by. Too strong on the shot. And Alex Rysdam with the rebound for Braham.
Braham really dodged another bullet there.
Emily Davis up on the near side. Trying to get around defenders. She'll give now on the far side to Morgan Rysdam. Morgan Rysdam underneath to Gawley, who's too strong. Morgan Rysdam with the rebound for two.
Braham now on a 6-0 run to take the lead.
And they haven't been getting it easy. They've been driving inside. They've been battling. And that's where it's coming. It's in the tough, hard-working areas. Wolves will have it. Olschlager thought about a three instead. She'll hand it off now to Avery Morrison. She's looking, she'll try to go inside. It's again Mackenzie Gawley who's going to force a steal. It'll be Morgan Rysdam who comes up with it. Mackenzie Gawley, so far, has been a key difference in this first half. Oh, but that
one will
blame
go.
me.
Yeah.
You can blame me. That's the announcer's jinx right there if I ever saw it. That is my bad, ladies and gentlemen.
So if you're Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, what do you need to do right now?
Well, I think right now settle things down. I think you're going a little bit too fast. I think you need to settle it down just a little bit, because I think what they're trying to do is force this ball inside. Give it one or two more passes and then try and go back inside. But right now they need to slow it down and not force as many passes inside as they have been, as we see a timeout here by Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. We'll take one as well. 30-second break back here at Hollenbeck Hall.
Whoa! Better get into the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City and start saving. Right now, grab a Meat Lover's burrito or new Ranchero beef and cheese burrito. I want one right now. Wash it down with everyone's favorite Celsius, buy one, get one free. And Holiday still has the $3, $4, $5 meal deals on some of your favorite items. Better get into the Freeway Holiday Station store and save. Open 24/7, 365. The Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City.
Back here on both 95.5 FM KBK and 100.9 FM Cool Country WCMP. Game Day Gilman joined by Adam Hefty for this one. Well, I'm really joined by the entire broadcast crew here, but it's Adam Hefty on the call with me. 11:30 to go. Bombers, as you mentioned, on a 6-0 run, in large part due to Mackenzie Golly defensively.
Yeah, defensively, she has been a force down low, just fronting her offensive player and able to force some turnovers.
With it is one of the Morrisons. That's Aubrey. She'll now give it to Olschlager on the far side to Aubrey. Trying to get a three. Nothing doing against Morgan Rysdam. Not surprised. Avery Morrison will now get it. They're going to give it over here to Rand. Rand quickly double teamed, and now backing out of that double team was Lauren Lennes. They'll give now to Avery Morrison. Back outside to Aubrey. Gets a screen, but nothing doing. Poked out by Emily Davis. And we're going to get a foul here on Braham. Emily Davis can't believe it. Oh, she is hot right now, but goes to her coach, Loy. Loy gives her a high five, says, keep it up. Just keep it up.
That's a first on her, team second. So neither team really fouling very much here tonight.
We're 8 minutes into this one, and yeah, so far, pretty clean game. Foul-wise, Olschlager will get the inbound. Rand on the near side, trying to figure out what to do with it. She's instead going to go inside to Kurtz. Kurtz trying to that spin around jumper. No good.
Mackenzie Golly.
Who else? I mean, my goodness, she is just battle-tested out there. Len is with the rebound, but again, Golly set that up. Now with it, Emily Davis gives on the near side to Morgan Rysdam. Morgan Rysdam will give now. Oh, it's going to be stolen away. She wanted to get to Lennes. That ball didn't get out of her hands cleanly. Now Olschlager will get the steal, and Alex Rysdam nearly getting it back for the Bombers. As it will go out of bounds, it will stay with the Wolves.
So that Braham defense is showing why they are so good.
And now it will be the Wolves to inbound. Rand trying to find anyone. It's Avery Morrison at that St. Cloud State logo. She's drifting to the far side, pauses, gets a screen. Trying to go inside again to Olschlager. And
really good, really good pick and roll there.
A really good play set up by the Wolves, just to echo Adam Hefty, as now Emily Davis gives off on the far side to Alex Rysdam. She wanted a screen from Golly. Instead, Golly will go inside, and Golly to answer with two herself. 8-7. They said, we see your play. We'll come back right back with a similar one. As the Wolves again back up in the front court, Avery Morrison give on the near side. Kurtz will give it into the corner now to Rand. Rand gets around Alex Rysdam, but not so quick. Great defense by Alex Rysdam, and a rebound there for Emily Davis.
Up ahead, Mackenzie Golly, a little too tall for her.
Yeah.
But Braham's defense forcing a really tough shot.
That is a really, really tough pass, though, up the court. You've got defenders on the left of your player, so to try and get that one to be placed perfectly, I'm not going to blame her. That's a tough pass, but it's one you want to have if you're head coach Zach Loy. As we see Bridget Golly check into the game for the Bombers. And it's going to be the Wolves' ball. They bring it forward. Oh, left her alone underneath. That's Avery Morrison for two. Unfortunately, she just got behind the defense there, Adam.
Yeah, they caught Braham in a double team.
It's Avery Schockman. Fake the give, then drive to the basket. As she drives, she's fouled. And she'll go to the line and shoot two. The Wolf fans don't like it, but I think that was that was a decent call.
It was. It was the last moment.
Yeah.
Got her.
Yep. Ava Welk is the guilty Wolf player, and it's, again, Avery Schockman at the line to shoot two. 9:17 to go, Adam. This first half flying by.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
First one, no good on the bank shot.
So Braham 0 for 3 from the line so far tonight.
And we talk so often on how much free throws matter in games like this. As that one no good as well. And it's going to be rebounded by Rand for the Wolves. And not the end of the world. It's still only a 1-point game, but you would have liked to see Braham tied up. Well, it ain't going to matter because Bridget Golly says, don't worry, guys, I got us. She'll give it on the far side now to Morgan Rysdam, who puts it up and in for two to retake the lead, 10-9.
Another Golly with a steal.
yes, it's the Golly show on defense. It's like having those linebackers from the 2000 Ravens or 49ers, Bowman and Willis,
and a steal by Jenna Beck.
Yeah, Jenna Beck with the steal, as I was trying to think of the other names, but Jenna Beck, more importantly, gets the steal, and Bombers have it back. Avery Schockman gets double team, gets it out to Mackenzie Golly. Now over to Morgan Rysdam on the bounce pass. She gets a screen. She'll give to Beck. Beck backs up outside the college three-point line. Now gives to Bridget Golly. Bridget Golly in a tough spot. Gives to Mackenzie. Trying to go inside to Wow, what a great
Beautiful
play there.
pass.
Jenna Beck with the 2, but as Adam mentioned, an even better pass. This ball almost went back far enough where Bombers would have had a chance at it, but Rand is able to corral it. They'll go deep inside to Welk. Nice shot, but an even better defense, and another rebound here for Mackenzie Gawley.
I think Braham got away with the foul there, it looked like.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
They're letting them play down low. They have been all night, so.
Well, there's the comeback call, the no call there for Walker-Hackensack, but now it's Mackenzie Gawley with it on the far side to Avery Schockman. Schockman back to Beck. Back on the near side now to Bridget Gawley. Bridget driving inside, somehow fell to the court and still kept her dribbled, in the shot from Mackenzie Gawley, no good. Avery Morrison with the rebound. She's weaving her way through traffic. Thought about a 3, then pulls it down, give to Rand on the far side. Back to Avery. Avery will try to go inside here to Welk. Bounce pass outside to Rand. That's going to be no good, but a high opportunity for a rebound. It's going to wind up in the hands of Bridget Gawley. That went through a few hands. Now a jump ball. I believe that will be a Braham ball on the possession arrow, but we're getting a little physical out there.
Really good play there by Walker-Hackensack-Akeley to force the jump ball.
Checking into the game now for Braham for the first time tonight will be number 10, Ayla Anderson.
So Braham going deep on their bench here tonight.
Well, and as we see early on here, the Wolves not too deep. So far, just 6 players deep here in this first half. So they're hoping maybe that can become a factor here later on. A nice shot there from Lauren Lenez, just leisurely dropping that one in for 2. She made it look easy at him.
Yeah, she made it look real easy. Up ahead, nice pass up ahead.
Breakout pass for Ava Welch. She's going to drop it in for 2. That's one for Braham that you hope you could have had back. But either way, they come back the other way quickly. Avery Schockman, she says, don't worry, guys.
And just like that, it's an offensive battle.
16-11, under 6.5 to go now in the first half. And it is Aubrey Morrison to Avery. Avery's going to pause things at the top of the key, drift to the far side, get back inside to Kurtz, underneath to Welk for 2 again. That's just a good play.
Really good ball movement there by the Wolves.
16-13 up the court quickly. Avery Schockman with it on the far side. She'll drift towards the top of the key. Now give it off to Lauren Lenez on the near side for Morgan Rysdam. Trying to use those handles to get around. She'll give it back now to Anderson. Nearly a travel as you hear Adam. Yeah, that was close, as now with it is Bridget Gawley. She almost lost it, but we'll get it off here to Lenez. Lenez, give it on the near side to Schockman. Schockman thought about the 3. Defender gets there. 7 to shoot. Give now Anderson on the far side. Morgan Rysdam inside travel.
Yeah, she traveled with it.
Yeah, that's. I think she kind of knew it as she stopped on her spin, and she just kind of said to herself, "Well, might as well at least try and continue it." And maybe the ref didn't catch it, but unfortunately they did, and it will be a turnover back to the Wolves. And that'll help. A pass back for Avery Morrison is going to go. Just a little bit of miscommunication there. A turnover.
An unforced error by the Wolves. Will give the ball back to Braham.
Well, the Brahms will take it. The Braham Bombers will take it here as they lead by 3, 16-13, 5:47 to go on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Inbound here for Emily Davis. She'll look. She'll give right underneath the basket. Maybe could have been a foul there. Ayla Anderson went up. She did get a little contact, but not enough for a call. And the ball will go back out of bounds and back to the Wolves.
Braham got the shot they wanted, just didn't fall.
As now Aubrey Morrison will bring it forward for the Wolves. Aubrey switching back and forth between left and right side. Calling out the offense, giving it out to Olschlager on the far side. Trying to go underneath, pass too far from Morrison, and it's going to go back to Braham.
And Braham dodged a bullet there as Morgan Rysdam was caught in a screen and was a couple steps behind.
Alex Rysdam will check back into the game for Braham, for Avery Schockman. He's going to sub in for the Wolves as well. That'll be Rand back in. And Morgan Rysdam, she gets pass on the near side. Now give to Anderson. Anderson on the far side to Davis. Davis at the top of the key to Rysdam. That's Morgan Rysdam. Now to Alex on this near side. She wanted to go to Davis in the near side corner. Instead, we'll go to Anderson on the far side for Morgan. Oh, it's halfway down then out. Rebound there for Ayla Anderson. Ball up for grabs. We're going to get a foul. Rebounded there by Morrison. Aubrey Morrison. She had enough of the possession to get a foul call there. They're going to get this one on Lauren Lenez. Her first, team's third. And checking back in for the Bombers is Mackenzie Gawley for Ayla Anderson. Go ahead.
Sorry, 5 minutes left to go in this first half. Braham holding on to a slim 3-point lead.
As the Bombers have 3 fouls as a team, Wolves only have 2. Again, pretty clean first half in that regard. Welk give out the pass on the far side to Aubrey Morrison, and that is a 3 to tie us at 16 apiece.
Exactly what Walker-Hackensack-Akeley needed.
Aubrey Morrison with 3, her first points of the night. Now Alex Rysdam looking, give here to Lauren Lenez on the near side for Davis. Davis in that far or near side corner. Looking, she'll take it out, give it again to Lenez. Now to Alex Rysdam at the top of the key. Give on the near side to Davis. Back now to Golly. Mackenzie Golly takes it on the far side to Alex Rysdam. She's trying to get around the defense. She'll pass to Lenez. Lenez, 7 seconds to shoot again. Back outside to Alex Rysdam. Nice sidestep 3 off the mark. And Morgan, I don't know how she got that ball, but she gets the rebound and puts it back for 2.
Defies physics twice on one play.
18-16 now. Lead back for Braham. 4 minutes to go in the first half on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. It's again Aubrey Morrison forward with the ball. Takes a look, gives on the far side to Rand. Rand trying to go inside to Kurt. We're going to get a foul here on Mackenzie Golly. That'll be her first, team's 4th. Just a little bit too physical that time.
Yeah, so nobody in real trouble on either team.
Wolves will inbound now at the north basket. No bounce pass into Rand on that far side. Quickly guarded by Morgan Rysdam. She got a step, but nothing doing there. And Morgan Rysdam is going to get the block and the steal.
Good defensive play by Morgan Rysdam.
Emily Davis has it. She's trying to find a lane. She does. She gets around the defender. Shot up no good, but she's fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot 2. Nice take there by Emily Davis, realizing, hey, she's got the step around the defender and just taking it to the basket. First foul here on Rand, team's 3rd, and 2 opportunities for Emily Davis. First one's good. So that'll end the drought from the free throw line, 19-16. Beck is back into the game for Lauren Lenez. And that one gonna get the friendly bounce. Emily Davis hits them both. 20-16 now. Wolves quickly back up the other way though. Aubrey Morrison gives to Kurtz. Kurtz now to Avery. Avery trying to get around the defense. They go back inside to Kurtz. Back all the way across the court to Rand, but again another pass that goes well above the hands of Rand. And another turnover, and the Bombers will get the ball back. And how important is it, Adam, here for the Bombers to convert this turnover into points?
Well, you can extend the lead a little bit more here as we end the first half.
20-16, pass inside to Mackenzie Golly. Emily Davis with it, trying to back down the defender. Oh, nice move inside. Emily Davis just absolutely putting the defender in a spin cycle. She was confused on where to go.
Now Braham has their largest lead of the night. Just at 6, though.
But it definitely feels a lot larger as we see a missed shot there. Emily Davis with the rebound, but Adam, back to that. It feels a lot bigger, though.
It does. The Wolves getting some shots, however, that they want. They're just not falling.
Good pass between the Rysdams as now Beck inside. Finding Mackenzie Golly, cutting to the basket, too strong on the shot. Morgan Rysdam with the rebound and put back for 2. Are you kidding me?
Morgan Rysdam in double figures, nearly stolen.
Oh!
It'll be off of Davis, but that could have gone either way.
That was an awesome possession offensively for the Bombers, as we're going to get a timeout here by Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. 8-point lead for the Bombers. 2:29 to go in this first half on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. I want to thank not just them, but all of our fine sponsors here on this broadcast, both on WCMP and KBEK. I want to thank all of you for tuning in. Again, if you guys don't tune in, well, we're told not to come out because there's nobody tuning in. So we thank you guys for pretty much giving us a job to do, so I appreciate it. But, Adam, before we get to half here, I want to get your impressions on Braham. First of all, their second chance scoring opportunities, they're creating them.
They are. Morgan Rysdam is being a force there on the offensive boards. And then defensively, that it looks as though they are just tiring the Wolves out just a little bit, just enough to get those easy shots to not fall. And that could be the difference.
And we've seen it in the first game a little bit. Malacca, unfortunately, wasn't that deep. The Wolves don't appear to be as deep either, so maybe a little bit of fatigue setting in for the starting 5 and then their 6th lady coming off the bench. As the Wolves will bring it forward, it's Avery Morrison. She's going to get into a little bit of a double team, but she'll give it off on the far side to Aubrey Morrison. She's trying to get around the defenders, but gives it back to Avery. Avery will call out a new play now, and she'll try and get the offense set as she stands at the St. Cloud State logo. Give now to Aubrey. Aubrey waiting. She's looking for a screen from Kurtz. Gets that screen, but she's double teamed. Give back inside to Kurtz. That ball is knocked away. Stolen away by Morgan Rysdam. Morgan Rysdam, coast to coast. Oh, how is that not a foul? Oh, my goodness. Well, we'll stick with what they call. Again, we appreciate the referees being here, but that definitely probably should have been a foul.
That was an interesting no call.
Yeah. As now Rand. Oh, and that's blocked by Jenna Beck. She says, give it back. Emily Davis will get the steal, but Jenna Beck with the block. You think Beck had a little bit of revenge on that one?
Yeah, she got it back.
Morgan Rysdam give to Emily Davis on the far side. Davis trying to get these into points. The step back long two is just off the mark a little too strong on that one. Then a rebound for Aubrey Morrison. Aubrey Morrison trying to take it up the court. She slows down. Lets Morgan Rysdam go by. She'll give it to Kurtz. Now back in the near side corner for Rand. Rand being guarded closely. She'll get back to Aubrey Morrison. Under a minute and a half to go. Aubrey calling out the play. Give to Kurtz now. Kurtz at the top of the key. She'll look on the far side to Avery. Avery getting a screen. Going to sidestep. Now it's going to drive inside. Give now to Welk. Welk on the near side to Aubrey. Aubrey trying to find something. She'll go back inside to Welk. Nothing doing. Oh, foul there on Braham. Braham doesn't like it, but I think this might be just a matter of it's not a bad or good call. I think it's the safe call, though.
Right.
Because I don't know about you, I couldn't really tell if she had arm or ball.
Well, we had a few girls in front of us, so.
Just a few. As the ball will stay with the Wolves on the foul. It'll be the second on Mackenzie Gawley, the team's fifth. They'll try to get it inside to Kurtz. That's a great matchup, Beck and Kurtz, but Beck so far winning that one.
Yep.
As now Avery Morrison gives on the far side to Rand. That's too long, and that'll just go out of bounds. And the Bombers, great defense there once again.
Yeah, forcing a bad shot, that really wasn't a good shot.
No. As Olschlager checks back in for the Wolves, Bombers will bring it forward. Emily Davis.
See if they go for a quick two for one here.
I think that would be beneficial just to go into the half, but I also think they want to get the last score as well. But Jenna Beck, you're just too wide open
to
easy. Not give it to her as
too
she
easy.
Dumps it in for two, 26-16.
Braham's lead is now in double figures.
23 seconds to go. Now, this doesn't mean that the Wolves are going to get the last shot of the half, but they're certainly going to look for it.
Yeah, they're going to try for it.
But Braham, are we going to see a shot? No. Back outside to Kurtz. She's going to try from long range. That looks good. It's just off the mark. And rebound here. Oh, Morgan Rysdam steals that rebound. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. Jenna Beck in for two at the end of the half, and that's going to do it. 28-16. Holy cow. What a run for the Bombers to end the first half. 28-16 is your score at half. Adam, you can't say enough about the defensive run here for the Bombers right before half, because this is the reason they're leading by 12.
Oh, absolutely, especially down on the low post. Braham now on a 12-0 run after who hit that three? Aubrey Morrison hit the three to tie it up at 16. Braham since then has gone on a 12-0 run, notably from the defensive end going to the offensive end, and Braham just playing their best basketball of the season right now.
We're in a commercial break. We'll be back after word from our fine sponsors to recap the first half of action on both 100.9 FM WCMP and 95.5 FM KBEK.
Physical therapy. It's one of those services you don't think about until you need it. Pain happens. Count on the team at Physical Therapy Consultants to help. Physical Therapy Consultants, with locations in North Branch, Isanti, Zimmerman, St. Francis, Andover, and Ham Lake, accept all insurance plans, workers' comp, and auto. Their expertise can help you and your body repair. Find out how Physical Therapy Consultants can help you heal. Call 1-888-THERAPY today. 1-888-THERAPY for Physical Therapy Consultants.
Need reliable energy? Burnett Dairy Cooperative has you covered with top quality propane services. Whether you're heating your home, running your business, or firing up the grill, our propane is safe, efficient, and always dependable. Choose Burnett Dairy Cooperative Propane, your trusted partner for all things energy. Stay warm, stay powered, stay local.
And here's the pitch. Here's the Pitch, the premier indoor batting cages in North Branch. Whether you're trying to make the team or take the team to the next level, Here's the Pitch has state-of-the-art pitching machines for both baseball and fast-pitch softball. $35 gets you cage time with your own pitcher. $40 gets you cage time using one of their top-tier pitching machines. Screens, plates, helmets, they've got the equipment, you provide the batter. Find Here's the Pitch on Facebook or visit here'sthepitchmn.com. here'sthepitchmn.com.
We're proud to support local athletes during the playoffs. Whether you're an athlete or a fan, Wellia Health is here to help keep you performing at your best. For all your sports medicine needs, visit us at Wellia Health online to learn more.
Free college is possible at Pine Technical and Community College. Students of all ages may be eligible for a tuition and fee-free pathway to education thanks to the new North Star Promise Scholarship. If you're a resident of Minnesota and have a family-adjusted gross income of $80,000 or less, apply online today for free and join us in high-demand programs such as nursing, gunsmithing, machining, automated systems, cybersecurity, early childhood education, liberal arts, and more. Whether you're starting out or starting over, learn more at pine.edu.
Arrowhead Transit, your community, your ride. Arrowhead Transit is proud to support this station and bring you reliable public transportation in your community. Whether you need to get to work, school, or the doctor's office, our friendly drivers and comfortable buses are here to serve you. We're committed to connecting communities and making transportation accessible for everyone. Arrowhead Transit is your community partner in getting around. Arrowhead Transit is a supporting sponsor of the station and is dedicated to supporting our local communities.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Back here on 100.9 FM WCMP, 95.5 FM KBK. Game day, Gilman, Adam Hefty out here at Holland by Call on the campus of St. Cloud State University for this Section 5A championship matchup between your Braham Bombers and the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves. The Bombers up at halftime 28-16. We'll get to some other stuff after this. We'll take a look at some of the stats from the first half. Leading the way for the Wolves was both Avery Morrison and Ava Welk with 4, 3 for Aubrey Morrison, 2 for both Oschlager and Britta Rand, and then 1 for Addison Kurtz. They had 4 steals. They were 1 of 2 from the free throw line and had 3 team fouls. On the other side for the Bombers, leading the way was Morgan Rysdam with 10, then 6 for Jenna Beck, 4 for both Emily Davis and Lauren Lennes, 2 for Avery Schockman and Mackenzie Gawley. They had 8 team steals, 2 blocks, 2 of 6 from the free throw line, and 5 team fouls. What was your, biggest impression from that first half there for the Bombers?
The Bombers' defense is making everything so difficult for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. They are just defending so well. And as our partner Andy Beckstrom said here right before we got back on the air, he said, goodness oh Molly, Mackenzie Gawley, because she has done one heck of a job defensively against Kurtz. They've been trying to get it into her, but have been unsuccessful this whole time.
Yeah, they've done a really good job defensively. And I think for them, obviously this is huge, this is the way they want it to be, but I think this came a little bit, I don't want to say easier for them than they would have thought, but I think what happened is momentum switched sides so quickly, and they grabbed it so quickly, that I think the Wolves didn't really have an answer there in that first half. And what Braham did so well, in my opinion, was pounce on that. And that's what allowed them to really take hold of this first half. As we see with defensively, Mackenzie Gawley coming into that game in the first half there off the bench. You just talked about her a little bit. I want to talk about the entire defense as a whole, because obviously Mackenzie Gawley kind of got a spark, but it was the entire team. Yep. No matter who it was, whether it was Gawley, whether it was Davis, whether it was Wright, it didn't matter. They each played so well, and they complemented each other so well.
Well, here's the thing with the Bomber defense of years past. They relied a lot on individuals playing good defense. This team, the 2024-2025 team, plays team defense so well. The phrase comes to my head, snake in the grass. where they will force a pass that the offense feels like it's a good pass, and there's a Bomber right there ready to intercept it. And that has happened multiple times tonight. Snake in the grass defense for the Bombers.
I would agree. How much of that does that come down to, in your opinion, experience, leadership, and then just going back and watching film?
Can I say all of the above?
Sure. There's always a D option.
Let me also add to that, playing so much together.
Yeah.
You understand each other's movements. You understand what your team defense is thinking. You think offense is a team played side. Defense is absolutely part of it. And section championship here, both teams had trouble finding their rhythm early here.
Yeah.
The nerves were going. It is much easier to find your sync if you're doing it on the defensive end and you're able to move it to the offensive end. And that's what we've seen so far.
Well, not to be cliche, but defense wins championships.
Oh, yeah.
And
absolutely.
it's really showing right now because you mentioned it. Their defense is quite literally turning into offense. They are just they're forcing it their way, and I've been so impressed. But I want to talk about something, and maybe it's taboo, but Braham, obviously a ton of confidence coming into the second half, as they should. They've got momentum on their side. They scored 12-0 run. How important is it for them to come into the second half with that same confidence, but not overplay that confidence to where all of a sudden things start to slip away and now the Wolves go on a run and they're right back in it?
I think you need to force Walker-Hackensack-Akeley to beat you at this point. You need to stay who you are and force them to take control. Don't give it away. They did that against Uppsala. They went into the halftime break up 4 or something and went on a quick run because defensively they were able to shut Uppsala down there at the start of the second half, and that turned the entire game on its head.
Well, we'll look to see what they can do to continue that momentum from the first half here in the second half as we are just moments away. We're going to first get a word from our fine sponsors. We'll be back here to Hollenbeck Hall in just a moment on 95.5 FM KBK, 100.9 FM WCMP.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden french fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
At Burnett Dairy Cooperative, we're more than just your local dairy. We're also a trusted propane provider, serving homes, farms, and businesses across northwestern Wisconsin and east central Minnesota. Whether you need a tank installed or reliable delivery, we're here for you 365 days a year with flexible options that fit your needs. As a farmer-owned cooperative, we're committed to supporting our community because your home and farm deserve the best. Call 715-689-1032 to learn more. Burnett Dairy Propane, serving you with pride every day of the year.
How about some second half action, Adam? What do you think?
Oh, this is going to be so much fun.
I am excited.
I love defensive basketball. I love it so much. Well, I mean, I'm a Wisconsin Badger fan, so we don't like to shoot. We don't like to make baskets. We like to stop them.
I got nothing. I'm a Minnesota fan. There's nothing I can say. It's continued to be just, there's no need to talk about it. But we're back for the second half of action. Wolves are going to go left to right on your radio dial. Braham right to left. Braham will go to the north basket. Wolves the south basket if you're a direction fan. It is the Wolves to start with it. It is Aubrey Morrison to bring it up the court. She starts on the near side. Now just back to the top of the key. She gets a screen. She's going to go for a long three. It's no good. The rebound is going to wind up in the hands. I think it was Alex Rysam and then gave it to Morgan.
That's exactly what you want if you're Braham. That was not a good shot.
No. As now on the far side with it, Avery Schockman, she'll give to Alex Rysam, giving it on the near side here to Morgan. Trying to go inside, Jenna Beck. It's good! And how important, Adam, is that?
That's exactly what we were talking about. Let the game come to you if you're Braham. And that's exactly what they did.
Well, and speaking of Jenna Beck, she just started where she left off in that first half, just continuing to dominate inside as the ball now moves to Kurtz. Now over to Aubrey Morrison on the far side. She's going to try and get that three ball working.
Big shot. Big shot by Aubrey Morrison.
Well,
they needed that so badly.
It's only 2 shots, but it already looks like that the Wolves are going to switch to more perimeter offense.
Yeah.
As Morgan Rysam with it, give to Alex. Alex on the top of the key, give near side here to Davis for 3, trying to answer back. And did she get in there for the rebound? She did. That was, I think, Morgan Rysam who got in there for the rebound, but now did we dribble it out of bounds? Yes, unfortunately. great job by Morgan Rysdam to jump in there really out of nowhere to get the rebound, but unfortunately the dribble out of bounds. So,
and if you're Emily Davis, do not stop shooting.
Yeah, no.
Keep that with you.
As Aubrey Morrison give on the near side now to Avery. To Kurtz. Kurtz give back to Aubrey. Oh, an illegal screen on the Wolves.
Is that going to be on Rand? It is. It'll be her second.
And again, as you mentioned, neither team really into foul trouble. He had 2 for Mackenzie Golly. That was the only player who had 2 in the first half. As the Bombers bring it back up the court, Avery Schockman gives on the far side. Now it will get to Davis. Davis gives it back to Morgan Rysdam. Back to Davis. Here we go. A 3 again. Oh, just off the front of the rim. No good. Avery Morrison with the rebound.
That's all right.
Yes.
That's all right.
Another good-looking shot. A good decision. Just a little bit off the mark. Pass inside now to Welk. Nearly stolen away, but Welk going to go, get the nice bounce. A very, very friendly bounce, and we're going to get a timeout here by Braham. I don't think this is a timeout where it says, oh my gosh, we need to figure something out right now. I think it's more of a timeout just to kind of maybe say, hey.
Stem the tide.
It's okay.
Yeah, nip it in the bud.
Yep, exactly. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here as we see Mackenzie Golly come to the scorer's table. She's going to check in after this timeout. Well, it worked out last time when she checked in.
Yeah.
She went. They went and caught a spark, and it was a couple times due to her, so why not?
Yeah, they are noticeably smaller with Mackenzie Golly in the lineup, but noticeably faster as well.
Well, and that's something we didn't talk about pregame that we probably should have. We've talked with Loy pregame or preseason, whatever, throughout these last 2 years. He's mentioned, we're not the tallest team. We're not the biggest team. We're never going to be. We're the more athletic team.
Yep.
And they you know what I love about this team? They pride themselves on being the more athletic team. Maybe they're not always going to be the biggest team. And in fact, Loy said it in his preseason interview. We may never be the bigger team. But he said, we're priding ourselves on that athleticism. And in, I'd say, 95% of their games, they're the faster team as well. As the Bombers have it back, it's Davis giving it on the near side here to Schockman. They'll go all the way over to Alex Rysdam, who has a wide open lane to the basket, and she converts that into 2. That's how big is that coming out of a timeout like that?
Yeah, you needed to nip it in the bud and get a bucket to go.
Ooh, wide open was Avery Morrison on that
nice
far
pass.
side. Give inside. Too strong for Welk. And Avery Schockman, that was bumped there by Welk. A 3 is going to be no good. And this is going to be rebounded by the Bombers. They'll take it up the court with Golly now underneath the basket. The pass from Morgan Rysdam was there, but just a little strong on that one. And Rand will get the rebound for the Wolves. Now with it is Aubrey Morrison directing traffic, looking for a screen. They'll give it on the near side to Welk. Welk looking back over to Aubrey. She's going to look for 3. Instead, drive. That was just a good move. And she's fouled. Goal line 2 shoot. That's
not a bad foul.
No, but that was also a really good move by Aubrey Morrison. I mean, the head fake and then drive. It got Braham off their mark, and it will be the unfortunate 3rd foul on Golly, though, and their team's first. If you're Mackenzie Golly, obviously that might get you a little bit. But if you're Coach Loy, what's the message to her as she goes back to the bench?
Just keep playing hard. Just keep being who you are. You have 5 fouls for a reason.
Exactly. Aubrey Morrison makes the first. And the second one is good.
So the Wolves trying to scratch their way back.
32-23, 15 minutes to go, still plenty of time. Morgan Rysdam on the far side, give back now to Emily Davis. Davis on the near side for Schockman. Ooh, looked before she took that one in, but she's able to corral it. Alex Rysdam wanted a quick pass. Ooh, too strong on the 3. More, wow.
Alex Rysdam tries again, got it this time.
I can't say enough about how Morgan Rysdam just, her will and want to get this ball for her team is just, it surpasses anything I've seen. It's incredible as they hit that 3 you mentioned with Alex Rysdam. Wolves have it back, nearly stolen away as Aubrey Morrison couldn't grab it cleanly on the far side to Rand now. Rand going to try and drive inside. She's going to give it to Kurtz. Kurtz back outside here. Avery Morrison. Avery Morrison trying to drive. She can't get around Schockman. Give to Kurtz. Kurtz wanted the 3. Instead give it back to Avery Morrison. Avery Morrison inside to Welk. They're going to get a foul here, I think, on Davis. And if that's the case, it'd be her second and the team's second as well.
So here's the thing with that last 3. All the gains that the Wolves have made in the second half were just erased by that 3.
Yeah, because it's back out to a 12-point lead. Aubrey Morrison wanted that 3. There's Rysdam. Oh, what? Oh, she stepped out of bounds. I wasn't sure what the call was going to be there. She stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, so a turnover is not what Walker-Hackensack-Akeley wanted.
Well, I'm going to, again, give credit to Morgan Risedam because she got on Aubrey Morrison so quick. You seen what she wanted to do. She wanted that 3, but she didn't realize Morgan Risedam was going to be there that quickly.
Yeah, Risedam fought through a screen, a picket fence screen.
Yes. As Davis looking for someone to give it off to. She does the Shockman. Shockman picks up her dribble. Give to she wanted the 3.
Badly.
She wanted that deep 3. She instead give to Beck inside. Now back out. Risedam back inside. Beck. Turnaround shot. No good. Again, it's Morgan Risedam. Another rebound. She's in some trouble. A timeout. Yeah, that's a good timeout by Braham. Just to preserve. I call that a preservation timeout.
Right.
Just to preserve possession.
Yeah, you have 3 of them left, so.
It will be a full timeout while they take a timeout. We'll take one as well back here on KVK and WCMP.
Untangling your headphones, finding the right remote, saying goodbye to your favorite shirt that hasn't fit in 10 years. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who live in your community and answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like finding a new favorite shirt. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local Auto Owners Agency, Pine Insurance Agency at pineagency.us today.
Back here on WCMP, KVEK, we're talking about body language, and I think it's something that even coaches talk about because it goes to the mental side of things. When you talk about it, it's the confidence right now for Braham. And for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, they just haven't quite grabbed it back yet for themselves. They were on a little bit of a run there, a good start to the second half, but it's Braham who has kind of just, again, I think you nailed it on the head. That 3, that Alex Risedam hit, she's going for another one. It's going to come up just short, but definitely erased all that momentum that the Wolves had as we see a steal now by Aubrey Morrison. Oh, she draws the foul plus the and 1.
That's one of those where you just let it go.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the foul there for Braham. It's going to be on.
It's going to be on Alex Risedam, just her first, though.
So it's you're okay with her getting that one.
Right.
She has them to give, but don't want it on that situation just because it's now a possible and 1 for Aubrey Morrison as this one's good. So a 3-point play there will make it 35-25, and that gives a little bit of a spark back to the
Wolves. That's exactly what the Wolves needed.
As it's Davis, back up with it. Morgan Risedam. Now back to Alex. Alex on the near side here for Emily Davis. Just off the rim, and great rebound there by the Wolves. There was nothing but black jerseys inside there.
Yeah, the good defensive rebound by Walker-Hackensack-Akeley.
Avery Morrison with it. Now give back to Olschlager. Back now to Aubrey. Jim drive inside. Can't get by back, and that's going to be stolen away by Morgan Risedam.
Just stood straight up.
Yeah, that's exactly what she needed to do. Alex Risedam. Ooh, she had the lane, but it closed quickly. On that one, Adam, would you rather have seen her give maybe that one off one more time or stop, set up, and
maybe stopping and setting up, but I don't hate the idea of going in for the layup. It was just a tough shot.
Kurtz can't get that deep pass to her. It's over her long arms, and it will go back to Braham, so they catch a little bit of a break. 35-26, 12:30 to go in the game. Braham still with the lead. Alex Risedam on that far side. She's open for 3. Why not? Going to come up short, but there's Jenna Beck for the rebound. Her shot is too strong, and it's going to be rebounded here by the Wolves.
That's a good shot by Alex Risedam. Just didn't fall.
Now on the near side, Olschlager 3. Ooh, it's good.
And a 6-point swing.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Braham, they used that timeout. You don't want to use one now. Otherwise, this would have been a great spot to use one, but unfortunately they had to use one earlier. So Braham's going to have to try and cut this momentum as the Bombers have it back on the far side. Now give to Davis. Davis back to Beck. They'll give to Alex Risedam. Trying to go inside to Davis. That ball's up for grabs. And Loy wants the foul, but it's not going to happen. Welk will get the steal.
So now you need to do it defensively.
Oh, my. I was going to say that was not a good shot there. Not a good shot selection by Aubrey Morrison.
She just did Braham a really big favor.
Yeah, she did. I mean, that's one where you go past the coach and he says, hey, next time let's find something else. As Morgan Risedam trying to drive inside, she is stopped. To Lennis now. To Davis. Give to Alex Risedam. To a cutting Lennis. Oh, no good on the shot, but she draws the foul. She'll shoot 2 anyways.
So just a second foul on Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. This one on Kurtz, her first.
Well, how important are these free throws, Adam?
Yeah, you need to stop the tide here. 11:15 left to go. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley has a run in them. It's all about how you respond.
Again, Len is at the line to shoot 2. First one's up and good. Well, that's big to get the first one. Mackenzie Golly, as we hear, will check back in, as will Bridget Golly for.
So Mackenzie Golly back in with 3 fouls.
Yeah, and I think at this point they just want her to be in there defensively. I think they want to try and get something going. Lena's good on both.
So I wonder if they're going to attack Golly.
Yeah, we'll see. But again, Bridget Golly, she's a fierce defender. Let's see what they can do. As now Aubrey Morrison give on the far side to Rand. Rand going underneath to Aubrey Morrison. Oh, it's going to be, yep, they're going to get Mackenzie Golly. Unfortunately, she got behind Aubrey and reaches too far in there for her 4th. That's one I think for Golly where, unfortunately, you just got to be a little bit smarter on that one.
Right.
Aubrey good on that one.
Aubrey Morrison has been so good from the free throw line here in the second half.
Yeah, and you see as Bridget Golly makes her way, or Mackenzie Golly, excuse me, Lloyd just looks right at her and says, "You're okay." Morrison good on that one. So she drops them both in. It's now 37-31, and what a turn of events here. As the Bombers have it back, Bridget Golly on the far side, give to Lennis. Lennis on the near side for Morgan Rysdam. Morgan goes around, give now top of the key to Anderson. Now to Davis. Davis give to Lennis on the near side. Ooh, maybe too quick of a 3 there by Bridget Golly. Not a great look, as Ava Welk is going to get the rebound for the Wolves. Avery Morrison up the court with it. This is a big possession for both sides.
Absolutely, it is.
Avery Morrison trying to get around defender. She's trying to get a screen, nothing doing, but she gets the edge. Kickball, dang. Well, I mean, that would have been a steal for Braham had her toe not touched it. But either way, good job to at least stop this and kind of reset defensively. Avery Morrison with the inbound to the near side. She's got it back to the top of the key. In a little bit of trouble now to Olschlager. Trying to find Welk underneath. Lob pass inside. Len is going to get it too much into the body there. Too aggressive, and Len will pick up her 2nd foul, the team's 5th, and now Welk is at the line to shoot 2. All of a sudden, Adam, defensively, Braham is kind of just falling behind the 8 ball a little bit.
Right. The Wolves are finding a little bit of light.
Welk no good on that one. That'll help out a little bit. As Alex Rysdam will check back into the game for Bridget Golly. 10 minutes to go here in the game. And Welk good on that one. So 1 of 2 makes it 37-32. Emily Davis brings it back up to Alex Rysdam. She'll give now to Anderson. Wanted to go to Davis, bounce pass to her, got the defender to get by, and she'll take a 3.
Ooh, a step back 3 by Emily Davis.
Wow. Ooh. And that's a big shot now for Braham.
That is a confident shot.
They're back up by 8. Aubrey Morrison gives on the far side to Rand. She can't take the 3. She's gonna have to. That's a tough one. I think it's a close one where it could have gone either way, but instead they're going to get the foul on Alex Rysdam, which would be her 2nd. And all of a sudden, Adam, Braham getting close to being putting the Wolves in the bonus with 9:38 to go.
Yeah, that's a tough spot for Braham to be in.
Inbound.
As the Wolves are getting closer.
3 from Rand. That's going to be too strong. Great rebound by Welk. Her shot's too long. The rebound again for Avery Morrison. And now another shot from 3 from Aubrey Morrison. Another rebound for Welk. Another miss. Another rebound for Olschlager. And this time, finally, it's going to be Rysdam with the rebound. Too many opportunities.
Yeah, 4 tries, none successful.
Alex Rysdam has it on the far side. She didn't like it, so she'll give to Ayla Anderson. Now on the near side for Emily Davis. Thought about it, not going to take it. She wanted to go inside to Anderson, nothing doing. Lenez now on the far side to Morgan Rysdam. She'll wanted to go back inside to Lenez. Ayla Anderson for 3. Ooh, a little too strong, and Welk will get the rebound. I like the look.
Right. You got to make them think you will.
As Aubrey Morrison Up the court with it. Give now to Rand. Rand over to Avery. Avery. They're trying to find Aubrey for three. It's just not happening right now. Too good a defense by Braham. Now they'll go top of the key to Olschlager. She'll take the three, though, and that's
big
good.
shot.
That's, you know, I don't think in the first half you would have guessed she would have taken a three, but she's hit now two of them, and now all of a sudden that's another player to worry about for Braham.
Right.
Morgan Rysdam give inside to Lenez. Now back here to Rysdam. Over to Alex on the far side to Davis. Davis looking for a screen. Gives now, well, she wanted to give to Lenez. Now gives to Alex Rysdam. Alex looking, gets a screen from Lenez. Back inside Lenez. Block shot by Welk. Tie up. And the possession arrow, where does it go? Oh, are they going to get a foul? Oh, my goodness. What'd you see on that one, Adam? I don't know. Yeah, Zach Loyce, he has a right to be. I don't agree with that foul call.
So now Ava Welk will head to the line for the bonus.
That's an unfortunate call. That's unfortunate. 1-1. Oh, my goodness. Talk about a friendly bounce, Adam.
So now just like that, it's a 4-point lead with another free throw coming.
You can see Jenna back behind the play. She's saying, girls, forget what just happened. Let's go. This one's not going to be the friendly bounce this time, so Welk only gets 1 of 2. Morgan Rysdam with the rebound. She's got plenty of them tonight. She's in double digits, well into double digits, nearing 20, as she'll give it back now to Davis. Davis to Morgan Rysdam. Morgan Rysdam, she had 10 in that first half, has yet to get on the board here. Emily Davis looking inside, going to drive inside. Oh, she got clotheslined. That's got to be a foul. My goodness. They're going to get this one. Avery. Oh, no. Okay, they're going to get it out of Rand. I thought he had 2 up. It's going to be her third, and it will be. If she get hit in the face, it might have to.
So that's going to be on Britta Rand. And Davis will head to the line for 2.
She got it. I mean, she got hit hard. Obviously, the defender didn't mean to.
Right.
Did not mean to.
It was a basketball play.
But she got hit hard nonetheless, and she's back up saying, you know what, I'm going to go. And are they discussing more of a? Well,
yeah, I'm not sure what they were discussing.
Well, it's going to be 2 anyways. But Emily Davis staying out there being tough. And try and hit 2 here. That one's good.
So now 7:43 left to play. Braham holds a 5-point lead.
Yeah, 41-36.
The Wolves have really turned it up defensively.
They have, and Emily Davis is going to get a friendly bounce. She'll drop it, both of her free throws in to make it a 6-point game once again. As Braham, I think Emily Davis is going to get a little bit of a boost from from that foul. Oh boy, but this is not going to be good if it's good. But it's not. Aubrey Morrison, no good. Somehow Olschlager going to get the rebound. Jump ball call. Possession arrow, though, goes back to Braham. Loy trying to explain to the referees, hey, can you watch something here? We're seeing a little something extra that maybe he wants to get called, hopefully. 7:27 to go. Braham still leads. They do have 17 fouls, though, Adam, with 7.5 minutes to go, so that'll be an interesting thing to watch.
Need to play straight-up defense if you're Braham.
Morgan Rysdam going to take it to the basket. She is just too quick. I mean, that speed that she has. And you know, Adam, speaking of that, we haven't seen that speed here in the second half. It just seems like they've kind of, not turned it off, but they've definitely gone away from it. They need to get that team speed back. They got to realize they're the faster team. They need to get back to it. As Morgan Rysdam is going to pick up her first. Team's 8th, Adam. But more importantly, or unfortunately, if you're a Braham fan, Morrison dropped that one in, and now she got a chance for a 3-point play.
Yep, and Aubrey Morrison, 5 for 5 from the line so far tonight, make it 6 for 6.
Man. Well, 44-39. But again, I think for Braham, they just got to remember, we're the faster team. Let's see that team speed. Give on the far side. Morgan Rysdam says, I'll take it over the defender for 3. No good, but Jenna Beck, she says, I got your back, girl. Give it over to Emily Davis.
setting up the offense for the Bombers. They're still up 5. Let's not forget.
Avery
They're in control here.
To Beck. Now to Davis. 6 to shoot. They got to get this one off. Alex Rysdam. 3! Alex Rysdam. Wow, that is a big shot for the. Oh my. And Emily Davis is beside herself. So is Coach Loy. Neither of them can believe it, and I can't say much because the referees got to have them. We appreciate them being here, but that is a tough foul call, and Morrison back to the line for a 1-and-1. This one's good. Man, oh man. You know, the calls have gone both ways, but if you're Braham, it's becoming increasingly frustrating here to see these fouls not go your way.
Aubrey Morrison with 18 points so far tonight.
As we see Morgan Rysdam bring it up. She gives to Schockman. Now to Beck. Beck looking, give on the far side to Morgan Rysdam. Gets a screen from Beck. They want to go back inside to Beck, but give instead to Alex at the top of the key. Now to Davis. Davis directing traffic, calls for a screen. Trying to get back inside to Alex. Rysdam for 2. Nice shot there by Alex to drop it in, 49-41.
Alex Rysdam's all 10 points coming here in the second half.
Avery Morrison inside, back outside to Kurtz, looking for 3. Welk gets the pass inside, shot up, no good. And there is Schockman for the rebound. That, Adam, is huge.
Yep, that's that team defense.
Because, another. You know, Adam, they're starting to really call this game close. I mean, we're seeing some ticky-tacky foul calls. That is going to go on Aubrey Morrison. Back out in for her is going to be Mackenzie Gawley.
So Mackenzie Gawley back in, playing with 4 fouls. So don't be surprised if they go to the inside.
5:44 to go. I think they want her in there and say, hey, we need you defensively to kind of give us a spark because, Adam, now, no matter what, if the Bombers get 2 points here, it's going to be a 10-point lead again. And how much is that going to switch momentum?
Yeah, all the gains just for 2 points.
As we see this ball knocked out of Mackenzie Gawley's hands, but it was last touched by the Wolves, so the Bombers will hold on to it. Alex Rysdam to inbound, looking, going to inbound underneath.
Nice pass.
To Gawley and Morgan Rysdam for 2, but you mentioned the pass by Mackenzie Gawley. That set it up. 51-41. And all of a sudden, Braham feeling it once again. But you got to watch out for Aubrey Morrison. You can see they're trying to play aggressive defense, but they're trying to also stay away. Welk gets it underneath, and nice job letting her get that one, and she still missed.
She got too far under the basket.
Davis with it, gives on the near side here to Morgan Rysdam. Looking for a screen from Alex, gives to Mackenzie Gawley. Gawley on the far side now to Davis, getting a screen. She'll look inside, take it from just inside the 3-point line. No, not getting the friendly roll. This one's going to be knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Bombers.
5 minutes left to play. Braham up 10. They need to play smart. If they play smart, they win this game.
Well, we've all of a sudden seen this offense come back to life. And the defense is playing smart, and they're still making sure they're playing aggressive, though. But they're also just kind of laying off as Morgan Rysdam, a 3, going to be off the mark. Alex Rysdam going to try and keep it alive. Unfortunately, just can't get to it in time. She'll run out of room there. But all of a sudden, we see the life getting back for Braham.
Right.
51-41, 4:50 to go.
Now, it'll be interesting if the fatigue sets in for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley.
Aubrey Morrison up the court. They've had Olschlager in for most of this second half. They've again gone 6 deep. They kind of had to let Aubrey Morrison go there, Adam.
Right.
Because she got around, and if you step in front, you're more than likely going to draw a foul.
She's had such a great game.
Third team timeout called by the Wolves. We'll take a 30-second break, be back because there's too much going on.
Dale's Heating and Appliance, your local heating and appliance expert, is committed to making your family's comfort their top priority. And now you can add water softeners to their list of expertise. Dale's now offers water softener sales or rentals along with installation, service, and salt delivery. So if your home needs quality water, make the call to your already trusted experts at Dale's, or just visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. dalesheatingandappliance.com.
Back here on KBK and WCMP 100.9 FM and 95.5 FM. Bombers lead 51-43. That last basket from the Wolves, well, Braham unfortunately just had to give it up. But, again, they're realizing we got 9 fouls. let her go.
Right. You don't want to let them score with the clock stopped.
No, and also they realize our offense is moving so well, we don't need to play as aggressive defensively because our offense is going back and answering. Let's just do it again.
Right.
So here we go. 4:36 to go. 2 timeouts left for the Wolves, 3 for the Bombers. It's an 8-point difference with the Bombers on top on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Here we go. It will be Alex Rysdam to inbound for the Bombers. No pressure defensively from the Wolves yet. We'll see that increase as we get later on. But for now, they're just going to go back and set up in their zone.
And you want that if you're Braham. You have 5 ball handlers on the court right now.
Give on the near side here to Morgan Rysdam. Now to Alex on the far side to Davis. Davis will hold this one, looking for something to set up. Nothing does. She'll give to Shockman in the far side. Shockman fake the shot. She'll drive inside.
And she travels with it.
Yeah, it was close, and unfortunately, we're going to get an override. We're going to get a foul instead. Oh, how big is this, Adam?
That's going to be on Kurtz.
Her second, team's 5th. How? Whoa.
I don't know.
I didn't. Oh, my. Yeesh. I think Braham got one there. Inbound for Davis. She'll lob it in. And an
offensive foul going to be called on Golly.
Yeah, unfortunately. Just trying to get open, but a little too strong there.
So it'll be a turnover on the Bombers, and Golly will foul out.
It should just be an inbound. This shouldn't be 2. Right? Because it was offensive on Braham. This shouldn't be 2. Or am I wrong here, Adam?
I think a player control isn't.
I think this should just be an inbound.
But I don't think I think this is a.
It should be an inbound here. Interesting. They've got Kurtz at the line to shoot 2, but I don't think. Interesting. Well, she's going to shoot 2 anyways, whether we agree, disagree, or in the middle. Loy's asking for some explanation on some things that have happened, that have transpired. 4:13 to go. Fans behind us not too pleased, but we got to let the coaches get their explanations.
Right.
Can't just. Each coach is entitled to their own explanation, as Kurtz drops in the first one. And as our morning show host on 100.9 FM, Josh Amir, will always say, if you want to be a referee, you can always apply at mshsl.com. Kurtz hits 2. So 51-45. Bombers still with the lead. Morgan Rysdam brings it forward. Give now to Shockman. Shockman looking. Give to Beck. Beck on the far side now to Rysdam. Rysdam loses it, but she gets it back. No problem there. Alex Rysdam on the near side here to Davis. Davis gets around the defender. Wanted to go back underneath to Alex Rysdam, but nothing doing there. Shockman on the far side. She's going to dribble, try and get underneath. The shot is up too far underneath, and it's going to be rebounded by Kurtz. Now all of a sudden, really good pressure.
Really good defensive possession there by the Wolves.
Aubrey Morrison been the playmaker here for the Wolves in this second half. She's got 17 or 20 points in the second half. Had to let her go again. Give inside to Welk. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Ah, man, you got to let them play a little bit.
So Welk gets the bucket and the foul.
They're going to get this on Alex Rysdam, but I know they're calling it close, but Adam, you got to let them play a little bit. 47 now for the Wolves, and Welk for the possible three-point play. No, not going to get there, and going to get a foul here on the Wolves, I believe.
And that's a makeup. That's a makeup call right there.
So the Bombers will get it back 51-47. 3:27 to go. Too many sevens on the board. Too many. I just got confused.
So now Walker-Hackensack-Akeley has crept up to a 4-point deficit.
And the Bombers will get back offensively. Morgan Rysdam will go to Beck. She wanted Shockman, but Shockman will hit back out. Shockman looking. Gonna go for 3. That is good, and that is more than big now for the Bombers.
Humongous shot by Shockman.
4-47. Avery Morrison. Obviously, they're going to try and find Aubrey. She's been their playmaker here in the second half. Aubrey getting around a couple defenders. Now again, she's going to drive inside. Oh, wow.
Tough shot.
Wow, what a shot. Credit where
and then
it's
that
due.
one wasn't a foul. I don't understand.
Yeah, this has been kind of awkward tonight with these calls. Shockman here on the near side with it for Braham. She'll give it to Alex Risedam. Now on the far side to Morgan. Morgan, get back to Beck. On the near side now. Giving it to Davis. Davis over to Alex Risedam. Give to Shockman. Shockman inside, blocked. And ball up for grabs, going to be stolen away by Kurtz.
So 2:20 left to play. Braham leads 54-49.
Here comes Aubrey with a three. That's going to be good. Oh, luckily no goal. Oh, that definitely is a foul. Nice job, Avery Shockman, to draw that one. She just got better position on Welk, and Welk's going to draw her second, team seventh. This will be 1-1 for Shockman.
Shockman 0 for 2 from the line so far tonight.
And Adam, I was going to ask you about for Braham offensively, how important is it for them to obviously they'll have to go back and get the ball back now, but how important is it for them when they're on offense to, one, take some time off the clock, two, get the shot to fall?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you don't want to get out of your offense, so your time-wasting skills need to be part of the offense.
A little too strong for Shockman on that one. The rebound. Oh, my goodness. Morgan Risedam tipped it to herself. That's huge. Morgan Risedam gets it back from Alex Risedam. She lost it. Nope. Got it back. Nope. Threw it off. Nope. Back. Who's it out on? Braham. Okay. Whew.
So 2 minutes left to play.
Wow. This is
5-point lead for Braham.
This is so close. I mean, if you're a fan, this is the way you want it to be. For me, this is too much for my blood pressure. This is too much for my heart to handle. I need a game that is not as close. But, again, these are also the most fun ones. These are the ones you look back and go, wow, what a game.
Yeah.
54-49.
Both teams playing so well here in the second half.
Morrison with it, trying to get around. Yeah.
Got a quick shot up.
Oh, another foul inside, and Beck can't believe it. The only thing that Braham can ask for here is 2 misses, but that's not likely with Aubrey Morrison.
8 for 8 from the line so far tonight.
Yeah, she's just been
Make it
automatic.
9 for 9. She's been automatic.
Automatic. Well, a 4-point game all of a sudden.
Yep. Second one is good as well. So 10 of 10.
So
and the lead is down to a one-possession game.
54-51. You know, Adam, Braham's got 3 timeouts. Do you use one to talk about what to do here, or do you let the team play through?
I think you let the team play through it. They've been through a lot here this season. Let's see if they can handle one more close game.
Davis trying to get a screen from back.
And a 5-second violation.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to disagree with you right now. I think they need it. I think right after that, you need it because you can tell Braham is just mentally, they're starting to lose it a little bit. I think you might need a timeout just to kind of gather your team and just say, it's okay. We need to get back out there. Well, they're going to get a timeout from the Wolves anyway, so, hey, timeout works. It's going to be a 30-second timeout, so it'll be a quick one, but I don't know about you, Adam. My blood pressure is through the roof.
Oh my gosh, this is so much fun.
Going to need a nap. I'm going to need
We came into this one knowing it was going to be close, so this is no different than what we expected.
54. Go ahead.
Sorry. Braham got out to a 12-point lead at the half. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley has crawled back, doing it the smart way, just point by point by point, not trying to do too much. Even when Braham was able to hit big shots, the Wolves did not go away.
54-51. 1:19 to go. It's going to be Wolves ball out of the timeout. They're left with 1. Braham has 3. 1:19 to go. You know who they're going to get the ball to, Adam. They're going to go for Aubrey Morrison. For the Bombers, don't foul. Obviously, that's going to be one key. But another one, try to get Aubrey Morrison covered as best as we can. They're going to get her covered on the inbound. Avery, she fell.
That is Avery Morrison with her first bucket of the second half.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Davis fell. I think she was looking for an illegal screen call, but yeah, and we're going to need a Braham timeout. Oh, my goodness. back after a word from our fine sponsors.
You gotta stop somewhere, so make a stop into the Holiday Station store in Pine City and start saving. Right now, grab CK Oil, save $2 when you buy 2, or CK Diesel DEF treatment for only $23.99. While you're at Holiday, they still have the $3, $4, $5 meal deals on some of your favorite items, and Refresh Team Spirit with Mountain Dew are 3 for $6, or Celsius, buy one get one free. Whoa, better get into the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City.
Deep breath. Minute 04 to go. Braham is still very capable of hitting from outside. Right now, I think they got to take that deep breath. I think they've got to realize it's still our game to lose. This is still, we've led for now 16 minutes and 56 seconds. Let's get back. Let's go back, play offensively the way we want to. Take a little time out, but then let's also take a shot and try and find somebody open because, again, you talk about it. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley has been great defensively here in the second half.
Now's the time for your go-to play if you're Braham.
Here is Davis getting the inbound in and the pass right back to her. Right now, offensively, there's just foul. It was another one that could have been, shouldn't have been, but a close one. Jennebeck gets the ball inside. They'll have to go and get this one. Oh, no, a steal here for Welk.
Yeah, turnover by the Bombers in a bad spot.
Yeah, and it's 40 seconds left. Obviously, Walker-Hackensack going to take time off the clock. They're just going to. It's Morrison's. The Morrisons are going to have the ball. That's who's going to shoot, and you know it if you're Braham.
Aubrey is playing off ball.
Avery with it. And now this is tipped into the back court. And this is almost stolen away. Going to get a time.
Yeah, but timeout.
Yeah, timeout.
With 21 seconds left to go in regulation.
11 seconds to shoot, by the way, for the Wolves. It's the last timeout for WHA. This will be a full. You know what? We're going to keep it here. There's too much on the line to take it to go and get a commercial break. We don't want to miss anything, Adam. I don't know about you. I'm going to need some oxygen after this one. Going to need that oxygen to be rolled in. This, unfortunately for Braham, this has not been the last 5-7 minutes that they would have liked. And obviously it's playing a factor mentally. What, though, if you're Coach Loy, are you saying to your team right now to go, relax? There's 20 seconds left. At most, we'll get 9. That's plenty of time.
Yep. Relax. Play your game.
Okay.
Play smart. Don't foul. You can't foul and give them free shots. They're going to run Aubrey Morrison off ball, and then they're going to try to get her a shot. Just 11 seconds left to go on the shot clock, and you need a defensive stop. If you do, you'll take a timeout.
I was just going to ask, do they take a timeout if this shot is made?
Unless it's a fast break, obviously.
54 all. Inbound here to Kurtz. Aubrey Morrison inside, no good. Shoot, rebound here by Rysdam. Here we go, Adam. Here we go. 13 seconds to go. Braham doesn't want to score too quickly. Alex Rysdam, no good on 2. Oh, boy. Going to be rebounded here. Jump ball. Possession, I think, is favoring. Who's it favoring, Adam? Loy's gone. Did they just give Loy a tech?
So a jump ball, it'll be Wolf basketball.
Well, Loy was pretty heated there. 7 seconds to go, Adam. Loy was really heated. He almost got thrown. He was warned, but here we go. This is it.
7 seconds is a long time.
5-4. Not a lot now. Aubrey Morrison. She's going to have to take it from half court. Shot is up. Oh! Here we go. Overtime, Adam. Your second overtime of the playoffs. And, wow. What a first 36 minutes, Adam.
Yep.
4-minute overtime. And we are headed there.
So,
well, you know, it's, I will say this. For Braham, I think they were moving a little too quickly when they got that rebound. And I think for the players, they were like, okay, we got to go. We got to score quickly because the time was running.
Yep.
But I think they moved a little too quickly. I think they needed to take one step. just one step to say, okay, we've got the ball, let's get it up the court, 1 or 2 more passes, then take the shot. Because even if you miss, we're going to overtime anyways. I thought they should have slowed it down when they got that rebound, again, just a little bit, and taken the last shot with no time on the clock. What is your opinion on what they should have done there after that rebound?
I mean, you take the best shot you can. Maybe trying to catch them off guard, but it did not work. Now we're going to overtime, and it looks as though the Wolves have the momentum right now.
Well,
so if you're Braham, you're going to need to take it.
I will say this. A break after a full game, I think it'll come down to the first shot.
Yep.
Because as much as we can say the Wolves have the momentum, how many times have we seen an overtime period where one team has momentum, all of a sudden, overtime period starts, and it looks like the other team that just had momentum comes out and can't do anything.
Yep.
And to go back to your game, the up to the game, how similar is this?
Similar, except Braham is on the opposite side because the Wolves were able to crawl their way back in.
Well, overtime period. Here we go. 4 minutes, tip off. It's my first overtime game of the year. This is going to be a fun finish. At least we hope. Jenna Beck trying to win this one for the Bombers. It'll go out of bounds. It will be Bomber ball. Oh, that should clearly be Bomber ball.
Are they going to redo the...
No, this is
Bomber
ball. Yeah, this is Bomber ball.
They're going to give it to the Wolves.
It will be Wolves ball. Like the fact that the referees came in together and talked about it.
Davis saying play above.
So the Wolves have it back. They'll look for the first opportunity. Offensively, it's Aubrey Morrison. Had that one blocked, but Belk's going to get it back. I don't know what else is Davis supposed to do there? I don't know what else she's supposed to do. She doesn't either.
So Davis picks up her 4th foul.
Yeah, that was good defense. That was good defense.
And the Wolves take their first lead since the first half.
But this, you got to be kidding. A friendly bounce is going to wind up in a 3-point play. And that will go a long ways for the Wolves. But for the Bombers, no need to panic. You still got 3.5 minutes. There's no time to panic here. Morgan Rysdam with it. Back to Alex. Now we're on the far side to Davis. Davis, she wanted to go inside. You could see her frustration on her face saying, can't do it.
Just wasn't there.
Give on the near side now to Morgan Rysdam. Fake. Screen by Davis. Now to Beck on the far side for Davis. Davis going to drive inside. Nice look. Just can't get the one to fall. Welk with the rebound, and all of a sudden, here come the Wolves. Morrison shot good.
Up and under is Avery Morrison.
Well, that hurts, but there's still plenty of time with 3 minutes to go. 59-54. Braham trailing by 5.
Loy chooses not to call a timeout.
Morgan Rysdam inside, pass back to Alex Rysdam for a longer 2. Morgan Rysdam, rebound shot back at the basket. I don't like that possession offensively, Adam. I don't like that shot selection, unfortunately, and now the Wolves have it back.
Now you need a big stop here if you're Braham.
This is going to be, if they get it, the biggest stop of the game. A throwaway, and they get it. So Davis will get the steal as that one was off the mark for anybody. Morgan Rysdam bringing it back up the court. Timeout, that is going to be the timeout by Loy. He'll have 2 left. The Wolves will have 1 here in the overtime period. Oh my goodness. Bombers need a absolute, unfortunately for the Bombers, this is a must-score spot now on offense. Whether it's 2, 3, a 4-point play, if you can get it from 3 and get a foul, doesn't matter. You have to score with this possession.
Right, you need a score and a stop. You need to get the momentum back if you're Braham.
And it's you got to give credit to the Wolves. They've been hot here in the second half, but man, if you're Braham right now, you can kind of look over to their bench and see just the body language is not where you want it to be right now. If you're Braham, it is they're in their heads a little bit, but
that can change very quick.
Yes, the beauty of this is you're still got 2:21 to go. It's your ball. You can go out and score now and try and get back into this one as quickly as you can. Unfortunately, you've got Aubrey Morrison, who just can't miss right now.
Right. She has 26 points.
Yeah. And again, all but 3 of those coming in the second half. And overtime period, I should say. So it's going to be Emily Davis to inbound on that far side. Give to Morgan Rysdam. To Beck. Beck will hand to Rysdam. Rysdam fouled. She'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, she'll be fouled by Kurtz. It'll be her 4th.
Yeah.
So Rysdam with an opportunity to score.
There we go. 59-55. And that was good as well. Probably the biggest free throw she's had of the night, Adam, to make it a 3-point game again, 2:10 to go. Obviously, Wolves probably going to take some time off the clock here.
Yeah, and
I would assume.
Braham needs a stop badly.
Welk on the near side. She'll give to Aubrey Morrison. Give inside to Welk. Outside to Rand. Stolen away by Jenna Beck. That's big. And she'll give it now to Davis.
Play smart. Play smart if you're Braham.
Yep, Beck just said slow down, slow down. You look to her teammates, and she knows she's being a leader out there, telling them, hey, relax. Schockman outside, now drives inside. Ooh, maybe not the best shot selection there from Schockman as she misses Welk with the rebound, and now obviously the Wolves don't need to rush at all. It's going to be Aubrey Morrison bringing it forward. Give it off to Avery. Avery looking, scanning the defense, gives in the near side corner here. Rand. Back to Rand. Thought about 3. She'll wait. They're just going to take time off this clock. Avery Morrison, no good on the 3.
If you're the Wolves, that is not the right shot.
No. Morgan Rysdam with another rebound. And, that's not the person to foul if you're the Wolves, I don't think.
So now Rysdam will head to the line for the double bonus.
Yeah, so this is, again, if you're the Wolves, not the right player to foul. If you're Braham, you're okay with seeing her there. 1:04 to go. This is good for Morgan Rysdam. 59-57. Morgan Rysdam leaves that one a little bit short. Not going to get the friendly bounce. Not even going to be rebounded.
Stolen by Davis. Davis up.
Good! Emily Davis with the steal and 2. Here we go. We're tied at 59. Under a minute to go. Wolves have it back. Aubrey Morrison up the court with it. Here we go, Adam. This is what we asked for. It's overtime. Aubrey Morrison trying to get around Morgan Rysdam. She's trying to drive to the basket. The shot is up. No good. And it's Emily Davis with the rebound. Getting it out to Alex Rysdam.
Oh, my goodness.
Excuse me, it was Schockman with the rebound. I apologize. Here comes Morgan Rysdam. Timeout called by Braham. Hey, Adam, you want that momentum shift?
Wow.
There it was.
Emily Davis just stole.
Wow.
The rebound.
Oh, my goodness. 59 all. Timeout by Braham. 35 seconds to go. These last, oh my goodness, these 2 possessions for Braham. If they wind up winning this, we're going to be talking about these 2 possessions for a while.
Yep.
This would be the game winner if they wind up going on to win. What a 2 plays by Braham.
Let's be honest, things weren't looking great for Braham about 2 minutes ago.
That they needed that. And we said it. They just need a spark. They need someone to step up. It was Davis in that moment. And you talk about how tough that was. 1, you got to make sure you don't get the foul. 2, you got to get your hands around the ball and get the steal and not get a jump ball. She had all 3 of them.
Yep. Now Braham does hold the possession arrow, however.
All right.
So this late.
That's huge. That is huge. Here we go. It's a sprint to the finish, Adam. 59 all. 35 seconds to go. Braham gets it inbound and Morgan Rysdam. She'll give over to Emily Davis. Gets by the nearly steal. Give to Morgan Rysdam to Beck. They're going to, I think this is a smart play, Adam, to slow things down. Morgan Rysdam inside. No good. Can't get it back. It's Welk.
All right, now the Wolves can hold for the last shot.
17, 16, 15. Do you
this might call a timeout?
This might sound dumb, Adam. Do you think about fouling?
No, you're tied.
With Aubrey Morrison with the ball.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that's why I asked.
Oh my gosh.
That is why, because Aubrey Morrison has not been able to be stopped tonight. That is why I asked, because then you stop time, you get them to shoot, and whether they make it or miss, you're going to get the ball back with more time than 4.2 seconds. Now, there's still 4.2 seconds, but I don't know. I just, with the ball in Aubrey Morrison's hands, you knew that she has been making everything tonight.
Right.
I thought maybe just a foul there to stop the time. And again, maybe they make one, miss one, maybe they get both, maybe they don't get any. But I thought maybe there for that reason alone, because what she did right there, she's been doing all second half.
Right, but if you're Braham, you've relied on your defense all season. You're going to rely on it again. Now if you're Braham, who do you go to? They put a second 0.6 back on the clock, so it's 4.2 seconds left.
And that was going to be my question, Adam. Do you go for 2 or 3?
I think you go for whatever you can get.
Okay.
You don't have a lot of time.
Do you think Loy went in that huddle and asked the girls, what do you want?
Maybe he did.
Well, here we go, Adam. This could be it. Obviously, they're going to try and roll it up, but it's not. Morgan Rysdam has it. Give over 3. Off the backboard, no good. Oh, my gosh. There's just not much you can say when it ends like that. Wow.
It was a tough way to lose.
Well, an unfortunate game for Braham. The last shot there for Davis, just off the mark. And that is going to do it. An unbelievable fight for Braham. Come up just short. We're going to take a commercial break. We'll come back to recap this one. You're listening to Section Championship Basketball on KBEK and WCMP.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer. That signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
Aurelius Manufacturing has been providing innovative solutions to customers since 1926. Specializing in the production of custom welded hydraulic cylinders for over 40 years, our focus is on providing value to customers through innovative problem solving, quality workmanship, and customer service. Our team works with your team to develop designs that provide the most value for your application. We leverage technology and craftsmanship, turning designs into finished products quickly and accurately.
Hey there, neighbors. Matt Winsand, CEO Burnett Dairy. Farmers are the people that wake up before the sun, who battle the elements, and tend to their crops and herds with a passion that runs deep in their veins. At this time, I would personally like to thank the farmers. From all of us at Burnett Dairy Cooperative to all of our incredible farmers, thank you. Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Real farms, real flavor.
Resetting your password, unsubscribing from emails, printing anything. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your business doesn't have to be one of them, so you can get back to more important things, like learning how that printer works. That's simple human sense.
Contact your local auto owner's agency, Pine Insurance Agency at pineagency.us today.
Baseball and softball coaches, are you looking for dry, warm practice time?
Here's the Pitch in North Branch can help. Here's the Pitch offers amazing indoor options for your team.
Offering state-of-the-art pitching machines and batting cages.
And space for you to give instruction without worrying about the weather outside.
Take your athletes to the next level.
Coach up your team during every season or off-season. Affordable practice space for your ball teams.
Make your reservation today.
Call Here's the Pitch today or visit them on Facebook.
Here's the Pitch in North Branch.
Brad here from Lee's Pro Shop in Pine City. We're a full-service lettering shop with a full line of athletic supplies for any sport. We have professional staff here at Lee's Pro Shop to customize your orders. We are the pros who specialize in athletic apparel and equipment. We even do trophies and awards as well as computerized engraving in the store. Let Lee's Pro Shop help you with any athletic apparel. Lee's Pro Shop, servicing our communities since 1973, where the passion for sports begins.
The truth is, you don't have to be an athlete to need physical therapy. Car accidents, work accidents, and simply aging can take its toll on our bodies. Physical therapy consultants in North Branch, Isani, Andover, Ham Lake, St. Francis, and Zimmerman can help you heal. Services like massage therapy, orthopedic care, and more. Physical therapy consultants can help. Call Physical Therapy Consultants at 1-888-THERAPY. All insurance plans accepted, including workers' comp and auto.
Back here on 100.9 FM WCMP, 95.5 FM KBEK. An absolute, just sickening way to lose a game for the Braham Bombers, 61-59 in overtime. We'll go through some stats here quick before we get into the final wrap-up. For Braham, leading the way was Morgan Rysdam with 17, 11 for Emily Davis, 10 for Alex Rysdam, 8 for Jenna Beck, 6 for Lauren Lennis, 5 for Avery Schockman, and then 2 for Mackenzie Gawley. 16 rebounds for Morgan Rysdam to lead the team. They had 12 team steals, 2 blocks. They were 9 of 15 from the free throw line and had 17 total team fouls, unfortunately. 12 of those coming in the second half, and those made a difference. We talk about it all the time, how free throws are a difference in a game. Wound up being a difference because Morrison had, what was she, 10 for 10 in the second half, all 10 of them?
Yeah,
and
I got 10 for 10.
She was...
Or 11 for 11. Nope, 10 for 10. I lied. There we
28
go.
points in this game, 25 coming in the second half and overtime period. So, second place in the section, right now it's going to be an ugly taste in your mouth. It is not going to be, you're going to look at that and it's not going to be something you want to look at right now. It's not something they're going to feel good about right now because it's so fresh.
Right.
But down the line, when they look back at this, whether it's in 6 months, in a year, in 2 years, in 10 years, they're going to look back and realize how great of a year they've had, what a game they played, and just how hard they continued to fight throughout this game.
Yeah, basketball is such a beautiful game, but such a harsh game as well. Just a couple inches could have changed this entire game from a round ball, and it's tough to take, but Walker-Hackensack-Akeley earned it here tonight. They earned the championship, but Braham was right there as well. Both these teams gave us a terrific show tonight.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was a tale of two halves here for the Braham Bombers. The first half, well, they went into halftime with all sorts of momentum. 28-16 they led. 12-0 run to end the first half. Came out with that same momentum, went up and scored. But then all of a sudden the tide started to shift a little bit. The Wolves started to come back. And it's not like Braham was held off the scoreboard forever. It was just Walker-Hackensack-Akeley made more of their opportunities, and they were able to turn Braham over more. Not only that, they were able to draw more fouls. They were dang near perfect from the free throw line. And I think those were the two biggest differences in the second half and overtime for me, fouls and turnovers. And unfortunately, Braham rushing things a little bit offensively. They were able to slow that down eventually and get back to their style, but it was the fouls and the turnovers, unfortunately, and the Wolves made the most of those. But for Braham, it's not going to make it any easier any way we describe it. It's just a tale of two halves for them, and the Wolves, it was all Wolves here in the second half. There's really no other way to put it.
Walker-Hackensack-Akeley was 15 for 17 from the free throw line here tonight. And, I mean, they missed one of those, the game's over. I mean, Braham would have won in regulation, but they did. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley did what they needed to do and came away with the victory.
Yeah, it's tough in a game like this when you battle so hard. You get an extra period in overtime to try and win it. You feel like you've got it. You feel like you've dialed up that last perfect play to get your team open for three, and unfortunately just off the mark. And it sucks to see it end this way for Braham. But again, the season that they had, again, second in the section. you cannot look at that and go, it was not a good year.
Right.
Because there are 2 teams that make it to a section championship, Adam. 2.
Yeah.
Out of how many teams in this section? What are there, close to 28? Something like that in this section, the entire section? So for Braham, again, it's going to sting right now. It's going to sting for a while. But my goodness gracious, what a season for the Braham Bombers once again.
Yeah, an incredibly close team. If you're here, you see the entire Braham team, no coaches, in the middle of the floor together, just feeling this together. They've done everything together. They've won together. They've lost together. Now they'll cry together. So I want to congratulate the seniors.
Yeah.
I mean, Ayla Anderson, Olivia Heikes, and Alex Rysdam all having great careers here for Braham. And us as broadcasters, we're certainly not going to forget them.
No, and you feel a little bit for Olivia Heikes, who her senior year was kind of stolen from her with an injury. And you just feel for the seniors because, man, they fought back from last year to get here again for a second chance at it. And
third chance. This is their third straight.
Well, I meant against the Wolves, but
yes,
another chance at the championship, and it's just so unfortunate to see how much they did, how much work they put in. You know, you're close enough than most of us are. The work this team put in the offseason is second to none.
Right, and I mean, if you look, I know it's too early for the Braham team, but if you look forward to next year, they get a lot of their contributions back.
I'll say this: anyone who's in their way for a 4th consecutive championship run, look out.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're going to miss all 3 seniors as they played a big role. But we'll see which players will step up and take over those roles. We talked about it last year with this when they fell to the Wolves. We said, the starters aren't really going to be the problem. I think they're going to fill those in relatively well. Not that there was a replacement for Madison Davis or Nicole Duvernay or Erin Zimpel, but it was those backfill players. And so they did that so well this year. They are getting just a little bit better every single year. They lost to Nevis 2 years ago. Kind of got blown out. They weren't very competitive last year. They were competitive for most of the game, ended up losing towards the last minute. This one went into overtime. What's going to happen next year?
It's a revenge tour. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
I'm just going to kind of compare it to a boys team this year who's going on a similar thing. Albany. They lost at state last year, and they felt like they should have won. All you've seen them do is go and be the top team in Class AA. They've blown everybody out of the water. Playoffs haven't even been close so far, and again, they're just, it's a revenge tour for sure, and that's what this Braham team is going to be doing next year. So again,
they need to let it hurt.
Yeah,
let it hurt. Feel every bit of it. Feel every single bit of it, and use it. During the off season.
There is no reason this team won't be back here next year. There's no reason. And again, like I said, there are going to be some teams in their way that I'm gonna feel bad a little bit for.
Here's the good news for Braham. They got this far, and they are a flawed team. They have a lot of room to grow, to get better. They can get better. They do so well, the things that they do well, that they were able to get this far, even with their flaws. Like, each team has their flaws, but we'll see how they work to get stronger on their strengths and work to get better on their weaknesses. This is going to be a big offseason for Coach Zach Loy and his team.
And looking at some of the younger players who come off the bench or maybe didn't get as much playing time during the regular season but did kind of in some lopsided games like Ava Kunke, Avery Johnson, their roles are just going to grow, and we're going to see them take a jump in their play. Another one, Bridget Golly, who we've seen check in and out of the game here tonight. Jenna Beck is returning. That's going to be big for them because she was a very good player in the paint here tonight. Kind of lost her in the second half just because of the way Walker-Hackensack-Akeley was playing, but she's going to grow in her role and only get better. I can't wait to see what this team looks like next year. Obviously, again, that's not looking past the seniors. That's not us not giving credit to the seniors. We give all the credit to these seniors because, again, they have helped grow this team, but it's exciting to look forward.
Alex Rysdam was a quarterback on the floor. She did so many things while we were talking about it. Andy and I were talking about it on the way here. She may only shoot 4 shots in the entire game. She'll make all 4. She does the right thing almost every time. You have Olivia Hikas, who was their straight shooter. If you get her at the top of the key, she will nail it most of the time. And you have Ayla Anderson, who is that calming presence there on the court, the leader down there on the low post. So all 3 of the seniors on this Bomber team have been very consequential for this Bomber team, and they're going to be hard to you can't replace them, but each team every year is a different team. Even if it's all the same players, it's a different team. So it'll be fun to see this. I mean, looking forward to next year. This one's going to hurt for them. As a close loss always does, but it always grows some really, really big dividends.
And I'm going to sound like an echo because I'm going to repeat what you said. Let it hurt. They need to let it hurt because in a game like this, you learn. And you take that with you. They took it with them this past season. They're going to take it with them again. But again, we want to give a huge shout out to the seniors once more. Alex Rysdam, Olivia Hikas, and Ayla Anderson. Your contributions will go noticed. And not only that, this year's team looks back to last year's seniors. Next year's team is going to look to this seniors, and they're each going to look back and go, you helped us grow, you helped us grow, you helped us grow. And when they come back and win this next year, I'm looking at it. I'm speaking it into existence. When they come back and win this next year, they're going to look to this senior class and go, thank you. They're going to go and look to the last class, say, thank you. You helped us get to this point.
And the fact that this is in St. Cloud, the center of the state, a lot of alumni come back, a lot of players from those previous teams come back, and they are just as proud as they were when they put on those blue and gold jerseys.
Absolutely. Well, you know what we're going to do? I think we're going to get Andy back on.
Andy,
because what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of recap the girls' season real quick. We're not gonna spend too long on it. We're just gonna get a quick recap of the girls' season here. So I'm gonna plug this for you, Adam. We're gonna use the microphone. We're gonna hand it back and forth. Unless you can hear or want to talk through that, it doesn't matter to me. But I think we're gonna go back and forth with this just to kind of get some final thoughts on the girls' basketball season. I'll hold that away from me so we're not echoing. But this has just been I want to. We're gonna kind of pass this around, play pass the torch here. But I just want to kind of get your guys' thoughts on this girls' season. It's been a lot of fun. We have obviously 2 teams who made it to their section championships. Let's just kind of go around your final thoughts on this girls' basketball season.
You know, it's always exciting to get to a section championship and be in this situation. And you know, both teams showed tremendous amount of heart tonight. I was very impressed with the way both teams played tonight, and you know, we had opportunities, and that's all you can really ask for. You know, we were even talking kind of off air there that's all you can ask for is put yourself in those chances. You know, give yourself an opportunity, and both teams definitely had a lot of those opportunities. Unfortunately, didn't take advantage of every one, but give a lot of credit to the other teams too. You know, they really kind of made things happen. But as far as an overall for the season, you know, we had a lot of success this year. We had a lot of talented teams. Came down to 2 teams in a section championship, and a lot of times we don't get one to a section championship. So have 2 of them have an opportunity to go to state, and a pretty good opportunity. It was a pretty good year.
Your one word to describe this season for the girls, if you can think of one.
I don't know. Yeah. Take what?
well,
Adam's worried I'm going to take his word.
I know we're going to have a winter sports recap here coming up a little bit later, so maybe we'll think about that, give it time. But
at least today I'd probably use the word heart.
Okay. So, Adam, kind of same question, just your thoughts, your final thoughts on this girls' basketball season.
Man, it's been so fun. We had a lot of good teams. We had Braham and Mille Lacs, obviously, but a lot of teams like Ogilvie, they fought hard. Mille Lacs also upsetting Ogilvie a couple of weeks ago. East Central seemed to has gotten better.
Yeah.
North Branch, of course, has gotten better as they made a slight run there. And then Hinckley as well, Hinckley Finlayson. So a lot of good teams. A few years ago, we looked at our area basketball, or our basketball in our area, and it seemed a little dry. It seemed a little lackluster. That's not the case anymore.
No.
I think there's a lot of good teams. I think there's a lot of good young teams.
Yeah.
So I think that's really something that we can look forward to as an area.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And go ahead. We had Mac Nelson, who kind of joined us here a few times throughout the regular season. He did cover a vast variety of different games, but I want to get your take on the girls' season, as unfortunately it ends tonight. But what's kind of your take on the girls' basketball season?
Yeah, obviously this being my first winter sports season with you guys, so I didn't cover quite as many games as all of you, but I did cover my fair share. I ran around a lot for them, so overall it was an exciting season for a lot of the local teams. I covered North Branch as they went. I covered Braham with Andy. I covered Braham with Adam, covered Malacca with Andy. So I got to see those two teams play up to this point. So, I mean, it was exciting to see that. As Adam said, there was a lot of local teams that were, as you said, lackluster. And I would agree with that. Now they've come up. It's an exciting game to watch. And it's going to be even more exciting next year when we get to follow these teams again, hopefully, when they make it this far.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're going to get even more teams here, hopefully, at this point next year. I'm still holding out hope for one of these sections. It'd be tough. It'd probably more than likely be 6AA to get a local matchup. I'm holding out hope. We can do it, guys. We can do it. But that is going to do it. We're going to wrap things up here from Hollenbeck Hall at St. Cloud State University. I want to thank all of you for tuning in. Of course, you give us a job to do. Appreciate that. I want to give a huge shout-out to all of our fine sponsors. If it weren't for you, we wouldn't be able to be out here. Adam, one more time, your final thoughts here on this Braham game.
It was fun. It was really fun. Covering a team, as a radio broadcaster, you try to be unbiased, and I think I do a pretty good job. But covering a team on the inside, it's hard not to feel for these players, just on a personal level. Full transparency, I coached a number of these players, the juniors on this team. So it's fun to watch them grow. It's fun to watch them get better and make big plays. And it's just fun watching them get better. And really, maybe my favorite part of this entire experience was after the game, when they were all at midcourt just hugging each other, just feeling it together as a team.
Yeah, absolutely. But I want to thank you so much for joining me. Again, thanks to Andy Beckstrom. Mac Nelson even showed up here, so we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Thanks so much. The final here, 61-59, Braham falls to Walker-Hackensack-Akeley on that race orthodontic scoreboard.
We want to thank you, Ethan, for making the trains run on time.
Yeah, no, you guys get here before I do, so I appreciate you guys getting here and getting our spots ready. So, again, that's going to do it for us. Don't forget, you can stay tuned to the morning shows, both KBK, WCMP. Our social medias, like, follow, subscribe, do whatever you got to do. Our websites as well. We got all things local sports on there, so be sure to follow us any way you can. We've got games coming up tomorrow. Adam, you'll be out at Hinckley-Finlayson covering East Central Braham, the boys basketball team. I'll be out at St. John's covering Morris Spectrum. So we got more games coming up your way, so be sure to tune in to those. The final here on both KBK, WCMP. Braham falls to the Wolves, 61-59. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Ethan Game Day going. That was Adam Hefty. Have a great rest of your night and a fantastic weekend.